And now, all because Comics Division doesn't know how to type in chat, it's Monday Disco Meltdown. And now, a man Gary Coleman once called the best body double he ever had, it's Ian K. No, that opening, that still sounds kind of gay.
Very gay.
It does sound good.
Nope, we are live, bro.
That was possibly the gayest opening ever.
Yeah, well, that's talk, so I mean,
Yes.
it goes hand in hand with being...
Or hand in mouth, or
What did I do?
foot in mouth, or
Nothing. You're just being yourself, which is gay. So
foot and anus.
there's that.
Hoof in mouth.
Hoof and
That's
mouth. Yeah.
No.
Hi.
Foot anus.
Hi,
Foot anus.
everyone. We actually have a guest night, so without further
Yes.
ado, let's get everyone on
This guy.
stage here. Hi.
This one.
Joining us tonight is Freddie Mercury. You may know him as
Yes.
the lead
Mhm.
singer. I'm
Back
kidding.
from the dead.
Back from the dead.
Back from the
And
dead.
but just as gay.
Thank you.
Hi,
Yes.
hi, Freddie. How you doing?
Probably gayer. Good, guys. Thank you so much for having me on. It is an honor to be here, gentlemen.
Thank you
Wow.
for joining us.
You
For
said
those
that
of
with
you
a
who
You
are
say
not-
that now. You say that now.
You say that now.
You're a straight face, Freddie. When
You'll
said that.
call HR for the
I'm
abuse
ready.
that you receive, and then you will be
Ready.
back the next
Ready,
week. So
ready,
that's
ready,
exactly
Exactly right.
Actually, if you call HR here, that's talk, so you'll get more abused when
Yeah.
you call them.
Yeah, oh,
That's right.
trust
For
me.
those
yeah.
who've never watched the show before, the one that is the guest is the one that looks like a human being in the middle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That guy.
But the other
I
thing
know,
that we
trust
didn't
me, my
tell
nice little
you,
collared shirt.
yeah, yeah,
I
he's
got a
actually
collared
wearing.
shirt.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like colored greens
I
too.
told him
so
that.
there you go.
He has to wear
I'm a
underwear.
southerner, so I like those.
Yeah, except culture, we can't see your colored shirt because you don't have a light on.
I
and
also
your
don't have a
weave.
hard on, so let's
Your
we do
weave
in
is
the
also covering
shadows.
it. Wow, you might need some Cialis or take some blue pills or something.
For this show? Nah.
Yeah.
He can get it up without that for this show.
Anyway, Freddie, tell the audience a little bit about yourself and.
Yeah, guys, thank you very much. Basically, I am a YouTubester. I make like a lot of memes, dumb stuff. I talk a little bit about politics from an apolitical perspective. So I'm closest people would call me is a libertarian, but I basically like to shit on everyone. Physically
Good,
and
good
literally.
hobby.
Yeah.
So
Literally.
you're like the Gandhi of politics then.
Oh,
or,
yeah,
or he's a
absolutely.
monkey flinging feces at
Yeah,
politics. So.
Yes, that'd be much more accurate. Yeah, because I definitely do have my biases, but I kind of try to look at like politics from a non-party perspective. So like, and we kind of didn't talk much about that yet, but so like if I discuss a thing, I'm not like, oh, well, because that is a Republican or, I like them. It's more so, oh, that's a good policy or that
Yeah.
person makes
Not
sense.
an idiot. Yeah.
Exactly. Like one of the topics we're talking about tonight, I had actually made a video on a while ago. I won't reveal that. I will let you do that. But one of the young ladies we're talking about, who is an idiot, very captured ideologically. So I liked, like I said as well, I make stupid memes. So I just cut clips out of things I find funny and try to laugh and have fun. So I thought it would be great to be a part of all of this, and so far it has been absolutely awful, guys.
Everything you ever expected.
Exactly
Except,
right.
except it's a lot worse.
Look, if you're looking at us as heroes, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
We're-
people look at us as heroes, then the world's fucked. That's the way I
trouble.
look at it.
I never thought they did. That's weird.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah,
I
I've
do
always
think-
had this thing. If I'm the voice of reason, there's something wrong.
Well, I do think we do have one thing going for us. We don't torture our dogs.
Yes,
That's
yes.
true.
We
That is
don't.
very true. They
So,
torture us.
Yeah.
That's
Very right.
exactly
we
right.
don't torture them or we don't shoot them because they can't be trained properly. So
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh man, the amount of Hassan D riders in my comments on the video I even said, let's take the shock collar out of it. Let's say there was no shock collar. Is it ever acceptable to like and I don't know how many of you have pets. My cat's asleep next to me. To like scream at and give that energy to a pet for moving. You know what I'm saying? Like even the shock
for,
collar.
for moving,
4
that's kind of
hours
stupid.
sitting there. 4 hours
Yeah.
that dog sat there.
That was my other argument and also pets have got to move, right? Any of them, they're a wild animal that we own kind of.
Mhm.
And so I'm so much into that I have a little harness for my cat and I'll just kind of walk her outside and let her roam around. I've got a decent sized yard here in South Carolina, but yeah, I do have to say that Hassan thing was shocking. How many people are out to defend him? And again, even let's just say the shock collar doesn't exist, Hassan fans. How is the just attitude? Like pets, I'm sure you guys know, pets know when you're sad. Like if you're having a really bad day, like my cat will come and, get on my lap and pay attention to me. And they know, they kind of know emotions, I feel like. Maybe I'm crazy for that. But at the very least,
No, they do pick up on it.
Yeah, they pick up on it. Yeah.
yeah, and so like you see Hassan like look, kind of give her the face, and she doesn't even need the shock call. And I allegedly will say, so I don't get sued, it's definitely a fucking shock collar in Minecraft. But that being said, I tried to give the out, right? I said I was like, let's look at it in the middle as a Hassan fan, and even still, I can't forgive that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, the whole Hassan thing, because he's an annoying person, and it's like, dude, your dog got up and you shock it. I mean, that's
So when
that's
we
awful.
saw kids mistreating the animals when we were younger, that was the sign that was the psychopath.
Right.
And you stay away
Yes.
from them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think Hassan's being a
Unfortunately,
psycho. I think he's being a selfish prick is what he's being.
Tells you an
Well,
awful lot about people
yeah.
how they treat animals.
The dog
It
is a
does.
prop.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the problem. Is the dog is a prop. I mean, I have 3 dogs. So there's definitely times where they get annoying, but I don't fucking beat my dogs because they're being annoying. Typically, it's because they just want to go outside, so I let them out.
Yeah.
Well,
You
what I
beat
was
them
gonna
and then
say
let them
before you
out? Or
cut me off on my point.
No, go ahead.
I forgot.
Okay, cool.
I
Uh,
built a culture. Yay! Oh wait, hold on. Wait.
Thing is that Ian actually wears the shock collar and the dogs use it on him. That's
Yeah.
Now I'm back.
Okay.
I just-
We're the dogs.
we're the
We got
dogs.
control all night, folks.
Well, the one thing I think that the culture we have of people being online, wanting to be out there doing all that stuff and everything, like Hassan and others, is they do have a narcissism problem,
Mm-hmm.
and
Thank
they
you.
are using things like props, and they don't see animals as life,
Right.
right? I do animal rescues and stuff like that, mostly cats, but I did Shar-Pei rescues and stuff, and they just, people don't see them as life when they treat them like this,
Oh,
and
Aw.
that's
Yeah,
the
man.
problem.
I found this in a dumpster, by the way.
Oh.
Really?
really?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. On
Yeah,
the 4th
my-
of July,
My
Nice.
my gray cat. I don't know if he's around here.
like 5 years ago.
He we found him in an engine block. I was leaving my martial arts class and I heard this mewing.
Yeah.
And he was like tucked up in an engine
Trying
block.
to
And
stay warm.
yeah,
Mhm.
so I ended up taking him home. I mean, it was during the winter. It was February, so it was
Yeah.
actually pretty cold outside. I ended up
Yeah.
taking him home, and he never left. I was like, well, we'll find a rescue place to
Right.
take him in, and well, the rescue place turned out to be my home. Same thing with Tabitha. She's actually laying on my floor. She was the whole joke is you heard stories about people finding a box full of kittens. Literally was a box full of kittens.
Mhm.
And so we took them in, took them to the vet, get checked out. They kind of had they had
Not
like
her, you
some
wear a hat.
parasite, I believe, that they get from grass. But anyway, they all got treated, and we rehomed all 3 of them, and Tabitha ended up staying. The funny thing is that initially she didn't like me, and then she just kind of, I guess, got used to me or whatnot. And she's like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying here. I'm like, all
I'm
right.
tolerating you, human.
Yeah. Well,
basically.
and that's actually all it is the cat will tolerate you. Dogs will always love you. It's and that's what's so sad about Hassan, in my opinion, was dogs don't know any better.
No, look at
Right,
the
they
face.
just-
Oh, look at her.
Yeah.
They just
Mm.
dogs.
You're
just
right,
love
though.
everybody.
Yeah, dogs, and to kind of throw that in there, I think that's exactly right. And throwing out the narcissism thing, kind of on what Tox had said, I think that as a content creator, I think a lot of us, what I really like about you guys, to give a GHEY compliment, you guys are all really clearly normal dudes who have worked normal jobs. I myself, I found her when I was a junk remover, right? Look, I was a mover, junk remover. I worked at the dump every day for years. Like, we have had jobs in our life that have formed us into the men and people who we are today. Hassan started out right at the top with Cenk and was always riding that high. We have had the world beat us down, and people be like, "Oh, look at these idiots," you know. In customer service, we've all been treated like just a dummy, and so I think there's something to be learned that teaches you that kind of empathy for animals, teaches you just these like to experience real life. Hassan grew up a multi-millionaire, part of a very wealthy family if you look into it, and you know, it really does get to you. I think it is the purest narcissism, because there is nothing else for him.
Well, that's the thing. When we talk about the whole thing with celebrities and them not being human, and I mean, it's kind of done tongue in cheek, but at the same time, they have been removed from the human experience for such a long period of time. They don't know what it's like to be the average person anymore. They just know, you know, they're you know, wealthy leftist bubble that they're typically in. And it's like, you know, you don't have a boss. You don't have anyone that holds you accountable. You don't have to go shopping. Hell, they probably have people that wipe their ass for them. So
it's like J.K. Rowling talking about Emma Watson. She's ignorant of what she's ignorant about, you know, because she's grown up privileged and rich and bodyguards, and she doesn't have to worry about any of this stuff.
And that's why, like, terms like nouveau riche, things like that would never bother me if I were any of those things. But I would say that, you know, I went through hardship. I earned everything. I stepped away from any privilege I would have had to put myself through school and do all of that stuff. I mean, I literally, one of the dogs that I rescued came in because a flight attendant brought the dog in with her, looking for a place to place the dog because she found it in a parking lot huddled underneath a car. So I took in this massive dog. I had no idea it was going to be as big as it was, but that's where Hank came from. Hank was the biggest dog I've ever owned, a combination of what's the crazy like rescue dog that like shows up with booze for you, because that's what he was.
Saint Bernard.
He was a Saint Bernard golden retriever combination. The dog's feet were like humongous, and I was like oblivious. So I took the dog home. The boss was you know, like, okay, that's going to be big. I'm like, okay. It ended up being enormous. This dog would stand like on his back paws, put his arms over my shoulders, and give me a hug whenever I came home. And it was the
food
best.
that they ate, this massive amount of food.
Oh, like a 40-pound bag of food every 2 weeks. Yeah, it was insane. But it's just I don't miss those days. And mind you, that's I'm pretty old, so that was like 30 years ago. But I've got to say that was the best moments of my life. And you know, once we were in a house big enough to contain animals, we didn't stop having them until very recently. And animals make your life better no matter what. So I could never imagine like doing anything to an animal like what I witnessed in that. So first of all, you know, Freddie, you're right to call out this kind of thing. And I think we all are, because it's just like, this is like beating a child, like beating an infant. I mean, what kind of human are you that demonstrates no level of understanding of the world around you? And look, I mean, that's Hollywood. I mean, you know, you guys started to talk a little bit about how he doesn't understand the real world, but think about it this way: he's a nepo baby, just on a different level.
So
I'm sorry,
people
my
asked who the guest was.
My bad.
And
no, you were great.
Some homeless homosexual we found on the street, drug him in here. So
we figured you'd like him, Tickle Trunk. We're trying to play matchmaker with you or for you,
because he's not Canadian, but he's gay like Canada. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Tickle Trunk in Canada, he's gay for Canada. Anyway,
and he likes you.
Just kidding. I fucking hate Canada.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Well, it's all right. Even Canadians hate Canadians.
You've got something. Wait a minute. You've got something in common with our Canadian politicians, then.
Yeah, that's right. They
hate Canada too.
Except for that, what was the name of the floaty guy that just left and then Carney replaced him? Because he's like banging that rock pop like pretender.
So it's absolute proof that Katy Perry is a lesbian.
Katy Perry is a lesbian. I was going there.
Okay. Who keeps dumping out? Is that Brahma?
It looks like Brahma's having some internet issues again.
I live in Canada. It's very gay here. We have a lot of listeners in Canada, and they tend to agree. It's pretty rough.
Did you guys?
Brian even lives in Canada.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, how was Thanksgiving today?
Don't be sorry.
I don't know about that, but I had a really good day. There's my dog behind me. She had a lovely day. We went to the dog park, and she was playing with this other dog, and we started to talk to the owner and said, they look a bit like each other, not the same color, but they look like each other. They were from the same litter.
No way!
Really?
So it's like 7 months old. So they're both exactly the same age. And they're where did you get it from? Oh, same litter. So it was lovely, and they played for about an hour together. It was really
wow! Nice. So puppies,
that's awesome.
So she had a great day. Yeah, she was.
But no, Cole Hauser said Thanksgiving was great.
No, Thanksgiving. Cole Hauser, I love you like a brother. You know that, but Thanksgiving. You guys stole it from us in the 50s.
Katie kissed a girl for real.
And she liked it.
In space.
Yeah.
This is the most Randall Orser comment of Randall Orser comments.
We had tacos for Thanksgiving dinner.
You, sir, are not a patriot.
He is, though.
I'm just kidding. Tacos are good. Tacos are good.
Dude, he was celebrating Cinco de Taco. Or
my
Cinco
God.
de Givings.
How big is your dog, dude?
That is an enormous
She's about 67 pounds in weight. She's 7 months and a week.
Wow.
Old.
Wow.
And she's got a little bit of growing to go. They told us that she would top out at about 60 pounds. Well, she's already heading for 70.
Yeah, I was going to say, how big are her feet? Because that's how you tell how big a dog's going to be.
You like the big girls.
Yeah, no, but she's lovely.
Tacos
giving.
She's absolutely beautiful and loving, beautiful dog, and I don't know how anyone could mistreat
heretic.
But yeah, we got her from a local rescue place. So we had her for about 4 months, and it's meant quite a big change in lifestyle for me.
So, I can imagine.
Yeah, but she's wonderful. Yeah, she's really beautiful.
Who's back?
Oh, there we go.
It's Ivy is her name.
I have the burrito.
I was going to say the puppy burrito.
It's burrito dog.
Yes. So cute.
Yeah, that was the Thunder shirt that we tried.
How'd that work out?
It didn't.
She does not look happy.
No.
No, she's not. And it didn't give her any comfort either. So, there's that. But
you know, there's hormones for that, right? You could just like you could get a little emitter, like one of those pheromone emitters.
We actually have two in the house, I think, because Alfie, our oldest, has got a lot of anxiety and stress because whenever he doesn't know where Mindy is, he will sit on the bed or he'll sit out in the middle of the floor and just bark because he can't find her.
Hey, how is
so we have those things. We've got those diffusers. They don't work.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the diffusers. They don't work. They don't work.
They work for cats, but how is your better half? Because I know she's still recovering.
She's doing okay. She's recovering still. Back surgery recovery is going okay. She has an infection on a cut from the dog ripping her leg open that we're dealing with now, and we've got some swelling in the foot that we're trying to track down the cause of that. But she had her ultrasound on that and found the kidney stones. So
those are fun.
Well, hey, I'm just going to say this. Hassan would recommend putting the dog down.
Yeah.
It looks like your wife is correcting you.
He's already got the.
Yes, she is. She says the Thunder shirt did work on her. Okay, I don't remember. I'm old. And I haven't.
He's already put the shock collar on her, so I guess. It's
no! Come on.
We actually now. Here's an odd story. I had a thing. We didn't do a shock collar, but we've got little handheld stun guns.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Finally.
Do you shoot them at each other?
We don't shoot them at each other.
Okay.
No, they shoot them at the dog.
They
don't.
They were barking so badly one night, and I got so upset because there was nothing out there, no reason for them to be barking other than somebody heard something and they just went off. So I grabbed the stun gun and I just held it up in the air and went, and they all scattered. I was like, okay, we found our last resort disciplinary tool.
That's like 50,000 volts of unhappiness.
They don't like the noise.
He didn't touch the dog with it. They didn't like the noise.
They don't like the noise, and it works.
I wouldn't like it either. I'm just saying.
I don't like it either, but so far we haven't had to do it very often.
So are we going to ask this Freddy guy down here anything at all?
No,
I'm here to hang, guys. Yeah, no worries at all. Please, I love this.
We got through the intro. We're gonna hit some super chats and we're gonna hit some topics and we'll talk
toppings.
About
I like I like pepperoni and mushrooms.
Oh God, every single time. Culture Casino, Jesus.
Hey, it's
TVG Monster for $2 says hi everyone. Hello to you, sir.
We like you
very much.
Thanks for giving him money.
The Dead Man for $4.99 says who's looking to Star Trek Academy. I like to call it Star Trek Feelings because that's the impression I got. And Strange New World season 4. I joke, I kid. Yes, we
Strange New World.
Prank caller.
Okay, so first of all, I will tell you the truth that nobody here will tell you. I'm looking forward to this garbage. It is great content.
It's great content. Great content.
It's incredible. I mean,
what would he?
I think skirts are fine. Yeah, I think Klingons look great in skirts.
Didn't see a Klingon skirt. I was
Culture
trying
experiences Klingons every day.
It was a photo from New York Comic-Con display.
Oh, that's too bad.
Is it an actual character or is it just like a?
Yeah, it's one of the cadets. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh my God,
walking across the stage.
Look, I mean, what would comics talk about on Friday Night Tights if you didn't have all this garbage out there?
1984.
Probably talk about nice things. Or can't tell. TVG Monster for $5. Gunn in charge of DC was a bad idea. Yeah. Peacemaker just to give his wife a job and so he can watch her rail other dudes or get railed by other dudes. Yeah, that's
but at least she's not a witch like that Filoni Baloney guy. So,
Yeah. Huh? So Dave Filoni is married to a Satanist.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she's an actual Satanist, or is she
an actual Satanist?
She's practicing, but I think that means she's doing it. I don't know.
I don't think she's pagan. I think she's like legit an actual Satanist. So.
Hey, look, it's Death Angle's Shadows.
Detangled shadow.
Detangled shadows. Yeah,
we know that guy.
Did it for a long time. Even female Klingons don't wear skirts. That's true.
I'll tell you, Lursa and Vitora were lookers.
Yeah. Jaffa for $4.99. Does anyone know the name of Culture Casino's queer core name for the 90s? I can't find my old album.
Tox, I would like to note for the record that when I made a reference to Lursa and Mitor, Brahma Bull knew what I was talking about and made a mention of their boobies.
Yes.
Yeah. So Brahma Bull is familiar with some Star Trek
Klingon titties.
stuff.
I mean, let's be honest.
So when next time we talk Star Trek,
dude, he can
talk Star Trek: The Next Generation.
But Brahma can.
There were boobs in the original show.
Yes,
there were.
Yeah, but not like these ones.
I don't know. Uhura was packing a rack. I'm just gonna say.
Yeoman Rand was more to my taste.
Hey, look, and what's the name of the Asian?
Dr. Polanski was in the originals like 4 times or something. What?
Yeah.
The Asian
Diana Mulder.
George Takei.
She had 2.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about George Takei also.
No, he's flat. Come on.
Oh my.
Oh my.
It is kind of hard to forget those lobes.
Look, I mean, sometimes the blimps show up before people do. I'm just saying.
That's right. We all know if Star Trek were a show that Brahma was going to be on, he would demand to be captain of the SS Mammary.
True.
So we know this.
Its mission to explore.
Its mission is super straight.
I know its mission is to explore strange new positions and to seek out giant memories.
It never goes to either side. It just goes straight all the time.
It's just that, in fact, the entire show is the entire crew is women except for Brahma, who's the only OBGYN on the entire ship.
Okay, so now, Ian, I owe you 2 apologies. One for not getting you on the show on Saturday in time, and now for derailing the show tonight. So.
The USS
it's okay. I have a hard segue anyway.
The USS Conception would be the.
Yes,
You're
right.
gonna, okay, wait a minute,
Scotty,
guys.
get that
hang
engine
on.
going. We've got motorboating to do.
I'm just gonna say this is an extremely
Matter,
hard
antimatter.
segue. I'm just saying.
Antimatter.
Oh no, Engineer Brahma cannot get the mix right in the
Don't
motorboat
allow the
drive.
breast to
Yes.
touch the
Motorboat
matter
drive.
antimatter.
It's going to take me at least 24 hours to fix it,
Hurry,
Captain.
engine.
Captain, I can't stop the shaking. Anyway.
There's like an
Nipples
old
right?
like
Sorry.
middle school joke about like Captain Kirk. She's falling asleep, Scotty. I need more power. The batteries can't take any more, Captain. Something like that. Oh no.
That was last week. That was
I
fun.
can't
Yeah,
recharge
indeed.
fast enough.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So if you haven't heard,
Uh-oh.
the male gaze is back, boys.
Yes. Wait.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of gaze?
What do they mean by progress?
We did it.
Yeah, I know. After
We
years of
did
progress on
it.
gender, the male gaze is back. Sweetie, it never left.
Guys, mission
It's called,
accomplished.
it's called biology.
Yeah.
This because of men like you every week, gentlemen. Thank you for that.
I
this
learned
is-
it by watching you. Okay, sorry.
I think this is absolutely hilarious because the funny thing is they try and say, oh, it's some of it's fine, but in reality it's not. So needless to say, the feminists are in a bit of an uproar over the fact that they thought they eradicated the male gaze, except biology wins every single fucking time, and that's just the reality of it.
well,
Men
I
are
mean,
visual
You're right,
creatures. We like
You're right.
looking at attractive women.
just
And so, therefore, if you put a hot chick in an ad, turns out a dude will pay attention to it and
Hey.
might actually buy the product.
I'm pretty sure we declared this back in the Super Bowl ads when Carl's Jr. went back to Alex Early or whatever her name is.
They mentioned
None of those guys are straight, by the way, in that picture. None of those guys surrounding that
Well,
woman.
I was looking.
is
It's like this
straight
dude
man.
right here, the guy with the glasses, definitely not straight.
Yeah, I'm just like, they put the least masculine dudes like, oh, those guys are checking them out for sure.
You take
That's
her out of the
actually the
picture
real
and they're all looking at each other.
They're looking at
Yeah,
the breast.
dude. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
there it is.
It's going to be an ad for Astroglide if you take the chick out. So
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God.
Analese.
yeah, Annalise.
ouchie.
So instead of the 5 black guys looking at the small white chick on the couch, this is just a round couch with these 5 guys around it looking at each other.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, watch the
okay.
friendly fire.
What's up for them? It's not gay if it's a 3-way.
Incoming
the
fire
Long
has the
Island
right
say
of
that.
way.
Yeah.
Argentum also says women want men to check them out. Yeah,
No,
that's how the species survives. Well, I was told specifically by feminist women they want to be left alone and not be looked at. So
you guys realize this is the same thing in recycle mode since Rush Limbaugh was calling out the feminazis. So it's not
Yeah.
like this is a
Yep.
new thing.
well, the issue is that they thought they made ground, but it's like what we talk about. Nature finds a way. It's like when they try and do the whole thing with the babies, and well, it's like, oh, well, let them play with whatever they want. And it turns out the boy wanted to play with trucks and the girl wanted to play with dolls, and so the parents had to go, nope, we're going to switch these around. So
They were so excited thinking that they could put ugly women into everything that they never thought whether they should.
right.
Well, and it literally killed Hollywood, but it's just it's
And
like
gaming.
well, yeah. The
Yeah.
analogy actually is kind of funny because if you think about it, it's parallel to the show Mad Men, where they were trying to say that dogs wouldn't want to or prefer meat-based food.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah,
know,
when they like put like a bowl of tofu down or
Yeah.
plant-based dog food and
yeah,
actual
and-
meat, and the
I
dog went
remember
right
that.
to the meat.
Yeah.
The
And
morning
it's,
show segments with the vegan dogs.
and,
Yeah.
And that's animal
another thing.
abuse, by the way.
Oh, fucking
to
A
feed
it
them
is.
vegetarian stuff, that was horrible. I remember that trend.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're going
well,
to kill
and
your dog doing that.
I'm one of those people that can honestly say I never ate vegetarian dog food. So whatever you guys.
Well, there was another thing too. Is like I remember back in
Better
the
than I.
I want to say like the early 2000s where it was like a trend with vegans to basically feed their babies a vegan diet, and you know what happened?
Malnourishment.
They died.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Go finger.
But the funny thing about it is we're not going to cover a lot of stuff in this article, but in a nutshell, they talk about the whole of the male gaze, and then they start talking about the female gaze and how the female gaze is more egalitarian and all this stuff. It's like bull fucking shit.
Right.
They're trying to say like Star Trek is seen through the female gaze. It's like, no, it's seen through the sci-fi gaze, you dipshit.
Well, and that's the other thing. It's like the female gaze is worse than the male gaze. They don't want to admit it because a dude will go out and rail a few chicks, but chicks are gonna get like a line going and just like try to be like Bonnie Blue. Or
well, the funny thing is they kind of mention Bonnie Blue in this, but
of course they do.
Which is I find funny, is not exactly a good example. And I wouldn't exactly call that the male gaze either, which is kind of retarded. But the way they end up framing the male gaze,
that's a male glaze.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I broke your point.
You're not wrong, dude. You are not wrong.
That was the best sound effect for that time. I want to congratulate our producer.
Agreed.
Excellent. Yeah. That was well done.
Shut up.
Oh, Tox can't take a compliment.
He can't. I'm being nice.
There's a lot of things he can take though, but just not a compliment.
That's true.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're on.
Especially rectally.
12 inches.
Whoa, no.
14 inches.
I can't handle the penis.
Okay, so in the past decade in particular, we saw the evidence of progress in the media diet. The movies, shows, books, and advertising I consumed were increasingly giving women a seat at the table. I don't recall when they weren't getting a seat at the table, so...
well, as long as they're laying the food out that they've cooked on it, they can have a seat at the table,
Sure.
as far as I'm concerned.
This is my favorite. Heroin chic fell away, and body positivity entered the fashion world.
Oh, boo.
Okay, first off, heroin chic was never like really that
No
popular.
man like that.
No. Heroin chic.
Yeah.
That's a different
Heroin. Stories about women stealing your men were traded for celebrations of girl's girl, whatever the fuck that means, who resisted the competition for men's attention. Okay, and again, we start getting into its anti-human nature at this point.
Right. Doesn't work.
Those were the same women who were fantasizing about minotaurs. So
Yeah, that's the thing.
they don't matter.
Yeah, the romantic-y stuff.
I'm trying to remember who fucking did this video talking about it. Oh, it was Shoe on Head. And she was talking about the whole thing. It's that the fact that
she killed it. She
absolutely did. It's the idea that these feminist women want to still have strong men, but because they hate men so much, they have to project it onto things like minotaurs, right? They still want to be swept off their feet. They want to be rescued. It just because they've been force fed this feminist bullshit. They can't accept it coming from a man.
It's because that wing of feminism typically is leftist leaning, and they've demasculated or emasculated all of their men. I mean, they've taught them that toxic masculinity is the issue.
Yes.
And it's the same thing you see on Twitter with women going, why can't I find a liberal who is also masculine?
Because there aren't
because
any?
Those are called conservatives.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're usually called gay or bisexual or whatever.
Well, I'm sorry, Coach.
Go ahead.
I like the women that say that I want some guy that makes $1 million a year. I'm like, there's 24,000 of those in the United States.
And they're probably all married.
Good luck, you 300-pound whale.
Yes.
And if they're not married, they've got their pick.
Average. Yeah.
Exactly. And most of them won't get married.
No, they're just going to rail everything that's, a 9 or a 10.
Well, that was the thing. So I was talking to my mom about this over the weekend, like the whole thing with,
telling
like
your mom about railing 9s and 10s for sure.
Well, no, about the whole thing with like how fucked up the dating world is now with men and women, because we're talking the whole thing with Gen Z men, and the fact that I'm not gonna say they're afraid of going out with women, but it's because of the Me Too movement and all these things, and the fact that you have on the male side men not wanting to get involved with women because they don't want to get Me Too'd. They want to, build up their career or do other stuff, or they can't find a career. And basically kind of like the challenges young men are facing. And then on the other hand, you have the women who basically, what Culture just mentioned is that they want to go out with a guy that makes $1 million a year, and they have like these super fucking unrealistic standards. So basically the guys that are at the top, they basically have their pick, and they can basically do whatever the fuck they want. And it's not going to make for a happy society that we're kind of running into.
I think we're at the point, though, and you just actually alluded to it, that they've girl bossed too close to the sun. Society will never be the same because men think women are basically not worth it anymore. Not because they don't want to have like some kind of fulfilling life with children and family and all of that, but because more often than not, because of the divorce statistics in this country and even globally.
Mm-hmm. The hell was that?
Him adjusting his mic.
Sorry.
Scratching his cheek.
Scratching something.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, anyway, but because of that, you could be taken for everything that you've worked for your entire life. And it's funny because one of the reasons I started the other channel that I've been very absent from recently, the Campione Reacts channel, was because I wanted women to acknowledge on that channel that this is a disaster. And this is exactly the opposite of what we should be doing as humans to maintain, our sexuality, our relationships, and like, the American way of life or anybody's way of life.
Well, I think what we're going to see is how things used to be, where you typically have an older man dating a much younger woman. Like my parents, when they got married, my mom was 28, my dad was 44. So there's a pretty big gap between, my parents. And he was
10 years between me and Mindy.
My dad, that was his second marriage. But I think that what you're going to see is probably going forward with these younger men, they're probably going to focus more on building up a career.
Yeah.
And then when they get into their 30s and 40s, probably start dating younger women. And that's how things kind of used to be. And we've talked about the whole thing with social value. Women when they're young have higher social value than men because of
and then it goes,
they're at their peak of their attractiveness,
fertility, and attractiveness.
Yes, those two things. And then where
men at 18 have no value.
Yes,
they have to build
exactly.
Everything.
So men peak as they get older because they build value through their career, and now are able to go and find a potential mate.
Well, and we're also now starting to see more articles. Where have all the men gone? Where are all the quality men? Why can't we find anybody? Why am I? I'm gonna die alone with my cats. I think we're seeing a reckoning is in process here, where people are starting to realize just what they've done to themselves.
Well,
right. And hang on, Culture, before we get into it, I want to get Freddie, because Freddie's been kind of quiet.
Sorry, Freddie.
I want to get your
Well, I actually do have two things I would love to mention here. Number one, I do not believe in toxic masculinity. I believe that I truly believe there is masculinity, and if you are acting outside of the bounds of masculinity in a violent way, that is not a masculine man. That is a man acting outside of what I would consider genuine masculinity.
Right.
And number two, in regard to this, I'm actually a 29-year-old. I'm in December I turned 30. So
wow.
I'm a single guy. I own my house. Very, as I had mentioned, I worked, I toiled as, in jobs I hated. Luckily, I now do full-time voiceover in YouTube. Nothing cool voiceover, just commercial stuff mostly. Thank you very much. But I live alone. You saw my cat, and I'm terrified of dating these days, right? I'm right in that age where I'm at the end of millennials and the start of Gen Z. Like right there, that I am. I was telling my friend who's like, "Oh, what are you worried you're going to do?" No, I've never hurt anyone. I plan to. It's just that like if someone came out and was like, "Oh, Freddie did this bad thing," and just lied about it, like there was a large portion where my career would be done. And so I sit here in my house that I own and stay away and just work. And so I think everything you guys have said, I am basically the embodiment of you being like young young men are yeah, I'm not married and I don't plan to date anytime soon. You know, I'm better off without it because of shit like this. Because you start dating a girl and she's like, oh, you're being toxically masculine. And I'm just like, no, you're just being mean. And so I called you out. Sorry, Culture. Go ahead, buddy.
No. You're making my point because, like, as a Gen Xer, I'm really old. I found the boss. The boss has been with me for how many years?
Long enough.
Over 30 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I mean, look.
You got a point, Tickle Trunk. Get off the internet. Lots of normal women out there.
It's true, and that's the other thing.
Them though.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's going to be as hard soon, my friend. But look,
you're going to go out and do stuff.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Look,
I work from home, but you're right.
I got married in '92.
Wow.
So I'm just saying, I am a lucky person. But
yeah,
of my friends that I know that got divorced, they got no options because they have to go very young, where every person is going to call them creeps, or that's it. That's it. Because there's a lot of this is gonna get me.
I was
canceled.
in 3rd grade in '92.
I graduated high school in '92.
But my wife was in 8th grade in '92.
I was out of college and working in '92.
I'd already completed 12 years of service in the Royal Air Force.
I was 2 in '92.
Wow. I was getting ready to
rock
be.
fan had already bombed 14 other countries
That's
by the
right.
time this happened in '92.
Yeah,
but not any countries with sheep in it.
Well, there were some goats, but that's okay because the goats are obviously evil. It's sheep that are sheep.
Now, I got to say the Culture. I guess I'm the exception to the rule because I got married in '95, divorced in 2013. January 2013 is when my divorce was final, and then I met Mindy in 20.
She's very nice, by the way.
2016.
I've had the privilege of hanging out with her, and she's very nice.
Yeah, and it is a privilege. And we got married in 2019.
From the second wife she's about that same time, Jason.
She's just slightly under 10 years younger than I am.
Yeah,
I lucked out.
Yeah, but you don't usually find that. I'm just saying is because I'm worried for generations who've paid attention to the world around them and didn't sacrifice half of their money. I'm just like, you guys are kind of hosed.
I'll say the perfect play, and I don't want to start controversy or anything. This is kind of a radical notion.
Ooh.
Go to church.
Yes.
Yep.
You will meet people that have shared values. You might not agree on every single thing. You might not agree on politics. You might not agree on all of everything, but for the most part, the core values are going to be something that at least is a starting point for talking to people and getting to know people and figuring out if there's compatibility. But not just for dating or spouses or anything like that. Friends. One of the things that James keeps complaining about, the fact, Gen Z and millennials, you guys don't have any friends. You're all everybody's buried in their TikTok and their YouTube and their whatever. And James goes to work and he comes home and he's got friends he talks to on the phone, but he doesn't go out and hang out with anybody. He's like, I don't have any friends. I want friends. I was like, go to church, meet people,
or do this. Do this because, like, believe it or not, the parasocial relationship that you can develop, the relationships you can develop online with genuine humans, like the people I'm surrounded by right now. That's a good thing. These are genuine people. We share an awful lot.
Well, I think that's kind of, you're hitting on something because it's not just church, right? It's like find something where you have a common interest, whether it is, church or something else, a hobby, because I get it. I'm seeing stuff in the chat too. It's like, church isn't for everyone.
No.
So it's like, but find something where you can meet people, right? And that's
some place where you actually have to have a freaking conversation.
Exactly.
And if I may, somewhere without like alcohol or drugs,
count.
Something that is like, just something that's like clean fun. Like we're all hanging out. And another thing, I don't want to sound like Hassan Piker or self-important. I'm not anyone, but with what I do for work, when people see,
Ow.
Yeah. Yes, you can activate it right now. Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, so but I find when people know what I do for work, there's that weird thing where they're like, oh, like how do I do it, right? You know, when you tell people, you guys are all pretty big YouTubers, like they're like, well, tell me about, and then you meet them on this weird premise of, oh, now they kind of want, if to sound like they think maybe like you have clout and they can kind of get some of that, and it's nice to meet people like you guys as well. That there's no thing of like, oh, we're doing this because we're trying to benefit off or like leech. You are people that I can relate to because we do such a similar thing. If that makes sense. And again, I'm not trying to sound self-important. It's just we do a job like this.
Well, and there's no pretense here. You know, we're not putting on airs. We're not pretending to be something that we're not.
I
Except
did
for the fact
9 hours worth of research on this asshole before I let him on. Because the last time I just brought somebody on without really vetting them, it was Brahma, and look what happened there.
Yeah, we hired him. We hired the guy.
He
crazy.
kind of stuck around.
Yeah,
I told him I was going to do a Gavin McGinnis.
I'm still trying to figure out how I got here.
We're not going to be able to see it if you did that.
That's true. That's true.
My cat was throwing a football at me.
Hired notes that there was some pay involved.
No, it was
Didn't somebody buy you a bottle of booze at one point and give it to you? Is that not payment enough?
Maybe.
Okay.
I think what you described, let me go back to.
I'm paid in exposure.
Yeah, go, Tom. Go.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is not something related to religion, or it. You're talking about going out and finding people that are normal, okay? And most of the people that are online aren't. Most of the people in movies aren't.
Right.
Right. Nice. Most of the people that go out to clubs and get drunk all the time, they have something wrong.
Yeah.
Right? What?
So, well, that's self-medicating, right? That's the insinuation.
Right. I self-medicated for a long time, but they have a problem. And if you're out and looking at somebody and they have a problem, you think, oh, I can fix them.
No.
That's a problem. No. You have to have respect for yourself before you can bring somebody else into that.
Right.
That's very much when they talk about cleaning your room. You can't help anyone else till you clean your room.
Yeah, that's
so
a big one.
You have to have emotional intelligence enough to say, I'm going to be able to control my emotions. I can't take in more cats. I have 4 cats. I can't take in anymore. Do I want to take out the 2 strays that are in my backyard? Yes, I want to bring them in the house. But what am I doing? I'm humanely trapping them. We're going to get them spayed or neutered. We'll try and find them homes. But if not, they're going to live in the back.
Right.
In that kind of stuff. Right. I can't. There's a point where I can't do that anymore. The kids that I have, there's only so much I can do for you. Right. And then you have to go off and do your own thing. So no matter where you are, you're going to meet people that are crazy. I know plenty of people that go to church that are fucked in the head.
Right.
Okay. We see them. Right. And we see them on the left. We see them on the right. Now, I know, Mr. Trickletrunk, you don't like left or right stuff. I'm talking about the bell curve of people in general.
Generalized statements.
And generalized statement. On the edges, those are the people that are nuts.
Fringe.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And I grew up in a city where there were a absolute shit ton of tent preachers. Okay. At Oral Roberts University's in Tulsa. Okay. That dude was nuts. The people that go to that school, everyone that I've met, are nuts. Okay.
Which guy are you talking about?
Oral Roberts.
Oral Roberts University.
Yeah, the one with the hands and all that stuff, the praying hands and all that stuff.
You got mocked quite a lot back in the day.
It's being a zealot. That's the problem when you're a zealot. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't consider Oral Roberts to be a zealot. I consider him to be a con artist because
he is a shyster.
He was definitely doing it for the fucking money. Yeah, send me your money, or God will take me to heaven, so I could buy a Lamborghini.
All of us around there at the time were like, "Please take him."
Yeah,
these monstrosities he were building were gold and blue, and they just, oh my God, it was awful. But find somewhere where you fit.
Exactly. That was my point.
That's
an affinity
group.
Is.
Yeah.
Yes, and especially for guys, find a group of guys to hang out with. I did bowling leagues before COVID.
Oh, bowling.
I mean, sure. I was the only person under 40 there, but had a whole bunch of people that I got to hang out with every week, a few times a week.
Look,
you tried a great convention.
We watched sports. We talked politics. We had tons to do while we were, doing the bowling league.
Dinking around, yeah. You get to have big conversations
Darts
with
league.
people. Well, but you get to have big conversations with people that they're willing to talk to you, right, Brahma? It's the same thing with like joining a volleyball club or doing like soccer or hiking, or there's a whole number of things. I mean, even, if you're a little bit more nerdy, the, book clubs and stuff like that. It's like you can join a bunch of people and create like an interpersonal relationship that nobody seems to be capable of right now. And
I'm sorry, Culture. Go ahead.
It's okay. Keep going.
No, you were on a roll, and I hiccuped.
Believe me, it was easily interrupted. When you get to be my age, there's no such thing as a stream of consciousness.
Culture.
Because
I said that Tim Pool has turned into you because he talks for 45 minutes and never is able to make a point.
Well, and I was just going to say,
it just because we interrupt you.
Reinforce that. And Freddie, you can pay attention to this, young man. There's a place up the street where you can hang out with all the boys. It's called the YMCA.
There it is.
Well, I'm in South Carolina.
Don't make it gay.
There's churches everywhere around here. Trust me. But I also think
if that's your jam, go for it.
Obama did say every young man needs a gay man to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I think with the church thing is with the church thing as well. I think that's a really interesting thing, though. Kind of 2 points on that. Number one, I agree with you that the people who are overzealous, like in South Carolina here, it's a common thing to go, well, how do you have any morality if you don't believe in God? And that scares me, because there are people out there that justify, they're crazy. They're like, oh, well, you can't have any morality if you don't have God. And I'm like, what is wrong with you that you think that anyone who doesn't believe exactly in your doctrine cannot have just a moral compass of don't be bad, don't hurt people? And I think the Christian doctrine has great things to learn morally. But even if you're not, I think it's kind of silly. So I agree with that. But also with the church thing, sci-fi, I think that's a really lovely sentiment, though, because especially meeting like a couple, a woman, even I have friends who are not religious that are raising their children going to church to teach, like around the church, to teach them, don't be a dick. I always say the Bible's the perfect thing to say, hey, just don't be an asshole. It's got a lot of good stuff for that. So throw that on that.
Well, what was that? Was it Ben? What's his name?
Ben
Shapiro.
Hur,
Shapiro was on Bill Maher. And I think it was Shapiro, and they were talking about the fact that our sense of right and wrong morality, especially here in the United States, the Judeo-Christian framework of all of what we've decided is legal and not legal and right and wrong. There's some foundation in a faith that whether you believe or not, the framework is there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's one thing I was going to say, is that whether you're religious or not, most people in this country do have a Judeo-Christian foundation of morality.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's the sense,
exactly.
it's the sense of right and wrong. And again, I mean, like most of us can agree on like a fundamental right and wrong in this country, whether it be Judeo-Christian or otherwise. But I mean, if you look at how it's been able to govern this country for as long as it has, it's been a good thing up until very recently. And the idea of introducing another theocracy on top of what we have as a government, it's a real problem, which is why in the state of Texas, they're starting to deal with the idea of Sharia law and say, no, thank you.
Yeah, well, you have like this one guy in Houston going around to like various Muslim-owned businesses saying, you got to get the haram out of here. We're going to protest. And it's just like, okay, they're allowed to sell it, dude. It's, we're not a,
thank you.
Yeah, we're not a country that practices Sharia law. They don't have to get it out. Yeah. And the guy basically says, like, I understand it's perfectly legal, blah, blah, all this stuff. He's like, but we're going to protest. It's like,
well, not only that, they were threatening violence.
Just thing to protest.
Yeah.
Was it John Adams? Who was it? One of the founders was it Adams? Was basically saying that this country, the way this country is built,
the Constitution was made for a moral and religious people.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you.
Right.
It is not good for governing any other type of society.
No.
So, okay, two things. Thomas Paine, who is probably the one person more responsible for the American Revolution than anyone else, got fed up with all the religious zealots overtaking the ideas and told them all to F off and move to France to start that revolution. I'm a big proponent and follower of Thomas Paine. He wrote Common Sense.
Oh, wow. When are you going to France?
So I am 100% against any religious symbolism whatsoever in government.
Oof.
So the 10 Commandments at a state capitol, out. The Quran at a state capitol, out. All that stuff's out because your religion and your government are two very separate things and they should never mix. And that's where I draw the line. So Thomas Paine really left because blasphemy was not considered free speech. And you were persecuted by your government if you blasphemed God for the first 100 years or so in this country. And that's the kind of stuff that really bothers me. It's
like hate speech.
It's
right.
Still tribalism, right? It's still us versus you, and you don't believe exactly like we do. And that happened with the people that were on the crazy left. Now we're getting the people on the crazy right. And there's a nice down the middle. And we're to tie this into the discussion of, I can't find anybody to date and all stuff. You can't find anybody in this space. If you go outside of the 10% that are online and doing all that stuff, that's where the normal people are. And what you have to do is go to where the normal people are. Now, because of COVID and other things, we don't really have the mall you can go to, and you don't have that kind of stuff you can
malls
mix with
were
people.
dying before COVID.
They were, but everything retail died. Everything people interaction died during COVID.
Yeah.
So you're not going out and meeting anyone if all you're doing is playing the same video games online with the same people, listening to the same people on YouTube, which I want you to listen to all the people on YouTube. Give us $100 every super chat. All this stuff things there because I'd like to be able to retire, but at least I don't hide that fact. And I'm trying to grift. And then they're not going out and doing things. So what I've seen my kids do is they go out and do stuff. We went apple picking on Sunday as a family.
Did you end up with the 16 or the 17?
What?
iPhone.
I don't have an iPhone.
You went apple
picking.
No, real stuff.
17 you got.
Right. I did.
I just want
took everyone a minute.
Talks. Something I have to say. You're not gay enough to go to France.
No, I'm not. I cannot.
We're back.
I also have to point out is look how the French Revolution turned out. Not very good, by the way.
Thomas
went
Paine
straight back to Napoleon.
Great.
And he did that stuff, and then the French went the opposite way.
Did he get hung? I'm just curious.
Thomas Paine? I don't think so.
Head chopped off for.
I think he came back to America and died.
I think he's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. The French are fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I'm going to go back to America. Where
the original French stuff, he was brought back by America, I think, by the government.
Why?
By request.
Oh.
But the French Revolution started out okay, and then the tribalism came in and they started doing the whole communist thing of killing everybody.
Hey, wait, they're about to do that again. Are you excited? They've failed 3 governments in a row. Going to be fun.
Yeah.
The less government you have, the better off you are.
It's going to be a lot less sin.
Yep.
I want to say, Mr. Tickle Trunk, I do not go Adam's apple picking at Pride each year with my tongue. That is weekly.
No, he doesn't do it on Pride Week, Pride Month. He does it every Tuesday. I mean,
dude, every Tuesday.
The other option for connecting with people, and I'm just, this is off the cuff. Volunteer. Go to the volunteer at the animal shelter. Do Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Well, okay. There's
various
nothing too.
different things that you could do. Join different organizations to get out in the society and help people.
Okay, and when all else fails, go to a sex addicts anonymous meeting and
yeah, there's that. But
See you there, brother.
Speaking of sex addicts anonymous, like for me, I went to college. I met a lot of girls in college. I went on a lot of dates in college because there was college women. It was a great place to meet women. Granted, probably not worth the money just to go to college to meet a chick. But it seems like the avenues where men and women would typically meet have shrunk over the years, because in the past, a lot of times people would meet and start dating at work. Well, what happened? Well, HR happens, and suddenly, and for good reasons too, because we obviously we don't want sexual harassment, but at the same time, we don't want an overcorrection where if somebody hits on somebody, suddenly they're dragged into HR and fired as a result. And again, it depends on what they do. But like I said, a lot of people, they met their future spouses at their workplace. Okay. And I think that has declined. Same thing with college, because college has gotten fucked up. All the traditional avenues where people met and got married have basically gotten fucked up.
Your problem is you let women go to college. So I would never hire
and you let them vote.
Goes to college. Would never do that. It's just, that's dumb.
I didn't realize we have Andrew Tate Casino here.
No, I'm just telling you, when women go to college,
for their MRS degree.
Yeah, exactly. You need an MRS degree. Indeed. Look, if you're going to go to college, you better have home ec. I'm just saying, pretty solid. And not to mention the fact, almost can't do this. Not to mention the fact that like ladies who go to college have already been, gender studied into oblivion because of the feminazis.
Well, that's my point now with college, and the reason why it's no longer an avenue is because of the fucking, the indoctrination centers that the universities have become. I mean, to a certain extent, when I was in college, they were kind of that, but nowhere near as bad as it is now.
Yeah.
Now it's terrible. I mean, back when the boss was, in school for industrial psychology, they weren't quite as feminazi as they are now. I mean, now it's like a whole level of freaking insanity. Like I am a human being to the boss, but now if you were to date women in the same kind of study program, not only would you be emasculated, you'd probably already be. What is it when they chop your balls off but don't?
Castrated?
No. The part where they clip your stuff from like shooting.
Marriage?
Castrated?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you're talking about a
vasectomy. Okay.
Vasectomy.
So by 18, you're going to have
you
a vasectomy.
mean castration?
No,
castration is
I'm just saying, like, your future is going to be limited because you're not going to be able to pump out any kids. And that's the problem with the modern education system, because we surrendered to a lot of CCP and other socialist ideas, and that's all done through university. Nobody else is, trying to indoctrinate you other than, junior high and elementary school. But after that, it's just the media.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
Wait, that's pretty much everything.
From the outside looking in, it seems like college is full of either feminists or you've got the 100-body problem.
Everybody
on the campus has gone.
I was like the
100-body
problem. Oh yeah,
because it was a 3-body problem 30 years ago. It's gotten to like a 100-body problem as the average now.
Tinder made it so easy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and so did Grindr. So I mean, let's be fair.
Not that I'm
on there. Grindr a lot.
So
maybe that's the culture and I met.
Point of order, if I may. I will admit, Mindy and I met on Tinder, and it worked out.
Hell yeah, man! Great.
Hey, that
worked out.
No, that's great.
People.
Many of my friends got married.
I think we're the exception to the rule, though.
And they met on a dating
No, I have
app.
friends who got married from it. Yeah, it's legit. I mean, it's just what you're using it for.
Right.
Jason's profile said, "I do butt stuff."
No, actually, I talked about when she married me for my cooking and my dog, and the dog chose her. So
I think it's more like I like butt stuff for Jason.
I never said that ever. So.
Oh my God! All right.
Okay, stop having fun, everybody. We don't do that here. Okay.
Yeah, totally. Speaking of fun, we're gonna pivot ever so briefly to one of Brahma's favorite topics, which is Star Trek. Yeah, did you guys see that they released a trailer?
Starfleet Gay Academy. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, Starfleet 90210.
Yeah,
No,
I was
not
calling
that
it Star
good.
Trek Feelings.
Oh, feelings.
Yeah. Are you a Star Trek fan, Freddie?
Oh yeah, I love obviously Next Generation. I grew up on that, and I've gotten to go back and watch the original series as well. So yes, those two series I'm a big fan of. I know there were a couple of other series that I've seen that were good right after TNG. What's the one with 5/9? I can't think of the name.
Deep Throat 9?
7
7
of
of
9.
9 was
that's
Voyager.
Oh.
Voyager. Was that the decent one right after? I don't know. Anything
Deep
basically
Space
after
Nine
Next
was right
Generation
after Next Generation, and then Voyager.
Yes,
I
that was.
I
Okay, that
highly
was
recommend Deep Space Nine.
That was what I was thinking.
Deep
That
Throat
was that's
9.
what I was thinking. 9. Yeah.
Deep Space Nine.
Mostly Next Generation.
Deep 69.
Deep 69.
Oh my god, that was a totally different show.
Oh, yeah. It was.
But yes, in regard, yes.
Oh wait.
All right, so we have this new
no.
series from our good friend Alex Kurtzman, who has totally not ruined Star Trek and
more content.
Yeah, Star Trek is very much a healthy property. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. So yeah, I introduced you guys to Star Trek Feelings. Let's take a gander. You watched this the other day, Jason, didn't you?
Yes, we watched it Saturday when they dropped it.
All right.
The Starfleet Academy trailer starts now.
I fucking hate this thing with trailers now. They're like, the such and such trailer starts now.
Yeah, well, this was part of a panel out at New York Comic Con, so that's what that's coming from.
Yeah,
Comic Con.
Fair, I guess.
No, that's pre-recorded.
That's the big presentation because they're doing the big panel discussion, and then they throw this thing up on the screen. The panel, and the trailer starts now. That's what that is.
Still seems unnecessary.
Yeah. Okay. This looks fucking awful.
It does.
I didn't
Looks
notice
AI,
this because
right?
I don't. It might be, but
What, the Golden Gate Bridge?
yeah, it looks like shit.
Well, okay, so this is 900 years from now, and there have been issues. There was the burn at one point, which was the thing where all of the dilithium crystals exploded for something 300 years ago. I mean, the Federation.
Oh, the whole fucking burn thing was retarded,
Jason.
Yeah,
let me stop you there, because you think anybody who's working on this show would know any of the things you're about to talk about?
Well, it's the same people. It's the same people making that show that made the Discovery.
Yeah, the whole thing with the burn came out of Discovery, which was retarded.
This is a direct.
I honestly don't know which time period it takes place, but okay. But first off, this looks like garbage. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of times, whenever they show like San Francisco, you see ships and stuff. You know, people. This looks empty as fuck.
Yeah.
There. I mean, literally, where are the people?
Apocalyptic.
Yeah, it does. It looks very apocalyptic.
Where
I
think
palette is dark and
by
dingy.
design.
Where in the past, whenever they showed San Francisco, is bright and looked lively. This looks very fucking dystopian.
Well, that's because Elon's already taken most of humanity to Mars.
Right. Well, and I think that's the point. This is directly after Discovery. This is in that time period past when the Federation fell apart, and they're rebuilding it now. There's only like 6 members at this point.
Yeah, but I've
so
got
they're
the
completely
pistol.
starting over.
Yeah, but I've got the pistol, so I keep the pesos at this point.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
The refreshments.
That one, right there. Right there. One day, when we have our own ship, we are going to
have our own ship.
First, that's right.
Bye-bye, Mommy!
I love you! I'm so sorry.
You hold on how much you hate me right now, kid.
Paul Giamatti must have needed to pay some bills or something.
Yeah, he really needs the money.
Disgusting.
Paul Giamatti's involvement comes directly out of him making a comment at one point during an interview that he would love to play a Klingon. just off the cuff.
Is that what he's supposed to be? As a fucking Klingon?
He's not. He's a hybrid of some sort because that's all they can do in the show.
He
but
looks like a Saragusian.
He said this, and then people at the show said, "Paul Giamatti, really? He wants to play a Klingon? Can we do this?" So they contacted him through his agent to see if he was actually serious about this or if it was just a joke. He's like, "No, I'd love to do Star Trek," and that's how he got into the show.
Does he know how bad?
Not
this
as a
looks?
Klingon.
Not as a Klingon, but he's a villain.
Okay, but
that was Tatiana Maslany as the mom that got hauled away. By the way, She-Hulk.
Is it? Was it?
Yeah,
that's good. She deserves to be hauled off to someplace.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's probably got just a recurring role in this. But yeah, that's how Giamatti got into it.
Flashback.
They'll just flash over to her twerking every few minutes.
No, I'm looking forward to the shock treatment she has to get every few minutes. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be good.
Okay, Hassan Culture.
Find him! Portal breach. Caleb, I've been looking for you every single day for the last 15 years. Come with me.
Why?
Because you're the key to everything.
Of course.
And likely going to be trans at some point. I'm just saying.
She's probably looking for redemption because it's her fault that mom got hauled away and the colony got destroyed or some nonsense like that.
Probably.
Hey, look, this feels very STD, and I've had enough of that.
So, okay, my question: what time period is this supposed to be taking place? Because I thought Discovery was supposed to be a prequel.
Discovery was a prequel until the third season when they jumped ahead 900 years.
Yeah. Okay. So
if you squint just a little bit on this still shot, it looks like you're inside Ant-Man's helmet.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yes,
I didn't want to say anything. It looks like Ant-Man, right?
Yeah, it totally does. Because Tilly is also in it.
Yeah, she's an instructor.
In this? Oh,
yep.
God.
Yep. Looks like she's lost some weight, though.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. She's character's done.
That thing is taking us to the school?
That is the school.
Isn't that witty dialogue, folks?
Look at that acting, too. It's taking us to the school.
It is the school.
It's the school.
And since when did
like
the
that
concentric
California
rings
accent.
become a Star Trek ship?
That's no school.
Since when did what become a Star Trek ship?
The ring within a ring.
Yeah, that's a Kurtzman thing.
Instead of a saucer.
Yeah.
Because it's cool.
He likes rings.
Well, they've got them now to where in this time period here, they've got some ships where the warp nacelles aren't even attached to the ship and they get warp drive somehow. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is terrible.
Show us for teens. Everything they do is CW. Yeah, pretty much.
No, it's not that good.
Being a cadet in Starfleet Academy means being
Makes
open
you fat
to
and
the
ugly
people
and
around
incapable
you.
of
I
achieving
understand.
anything good. Look, I mean, there's
Academy means being in touch with your feelings.
No, it means that, body positivity and not, we know how to control people's health.
Well, 900 years in the future of genetic stuff happening and all that, there would be less diversity.
Yes.
Yeah, there would also be people who had better weight control.
Yes. Yeah, there'd be health. Exactly. I think it's so weird how they have all these out of shape people in Star Trek. Like the original ones, at least that I grew up on, everyone was in at least decent shape. Because, they're not, I mean, they have all of this technology. You would not be 300 pounds. Sorry.
No.
Yeah. I mean, hell,
Scotty
they
let
had
himself go for the movies.
Dude, this is like a really weird Ozempic commercial.
Doohan had a heart attack right before Star Trek 2, and that was the beginning of that.
Yeah,
I know.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, the other thing too is, they put Riker in a fucking girl because he started putting weight on, and they had to squeeze him into that uniform.
He was a fat bastard. I mean,
I'm
just saying.
Are they on the
Shatner had to wear one a couple of times during the original show.
Yeah. What was that, Tox?
Is this the USS Axiom?
Yeah.
That's the name of the starship all the fat people were on in Wall-E.
Wow.
It's the starship Ozempic.
Yeah,
dude, I think you're right.
Ozempic.
DSS beta 2 blocker. It's not working.
All right.
There's no healthcare in the
Sometimes I
future.
feel invisible.
Look, we already have the floaty chairs in this show.
All right. I want you guys to hear this.
Yeah,
First off, she
please.
does like this weird thing with her hand.
Around you. I am saying sometimes I feel invisible, but mostly awkward.
Good, because you are, and you should
What
be.
the hell is that?
Who can't shake hands?
That's the female
So
Jimadar.
back up just a second. I want to call out something specific that I absolutely hate.
Gymnasium?
The uniforms. The doctor's uniform. This is the standard Starfleet uniform now, and I have no idea what the costume designer's been smoking. But I'm sorry, the hemline. Why would you have a jacket where one side is lower than the other? This is one of the most
because this is the
ridiculous
future,
things.
Jason. It's the
I
future.
hate this. It's garbage.
Look at all those women wearing skirts. My God.
It's to teach
Jason.
teach everybody to pee to the left, dude. Come on.
It's to appeal to the female gaze in the same way that Deanna Troy's outfit only gave us one boob.
Yeah, the cheerleader outfit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what she called it.
Regard.
Awkward.
I'm quirky and artistic.
Okay, so
Actually, the acting reminded me of Leonardo DiCaprio and What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
Can I do
There's the female Jimadar.
Cock. They've been smoking cock.
Yeah.
Lots of pull.
Lots of pull, indeed.
Show me you're worthy of this uniform.
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
I want to be captain.
So
I
she
need to be
wants
captain.
and needs,
Well,
but she doesn't
that one-
earn.
That particular one
Yes,
is a sentient hologram. They have rights now in this time period.
Oh my God.
And Robert Picardo is playing this same Dr. Hologram from Voyager.
Also, can we just talk about why do they have to say everything? They're like, I want to, like their motivation. I want to be captain. I need, like the writers are so bad that they have to say the motivation without.
This goes back to a conversation that the Netflix people had at one point, where it's a lot of this stuff is being played in the background and nobody's watching it. So we have to actually narrate this stuff and tell people what's happening because they're not actually seeing any.
Well, if maybe they made something that was actually interesting, people would fucking watch it.
Well,
yes, agreed.
To be fair, I mean, you know,
why start now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since we've had actual content. Most of this is just background noise to everybody. I'm often surprised when I go back to watch series or things that I enjoyed, like let's say Breaking Bad, and I watched the first season and I'm like, there's nothing like this now. Or the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones, or like you can go through these things and be like, where did this go off the rails? And it all went off the rails at the same time, because they knew they were going to push streaming to the extreme, to the destruction of all else. And this is the result of that. And the audience is like, I am no longer interested in what you produce. I will actually officially have no streaming services other than YouTube by the end of this month, because I said, I'm done. Because there is nothing of interest, right?
I think the other part of it too is the people that are in charge right now that are writing this crap are still worshiping at the altar of Harry Potter, Joss Whedon, Twilight. And this is their framework. This is the foundation for everything. They don't know The Great Gatsby. They don't know Great Expectations. They don't know Dickens or
They've
Thoreau.
never read a book.
They've never read any of the classics, so they don't understand story. They don't understand literature. They don't understand how to go from point A to point B to point C without, spoon feeding everybody, because that's all they're used to.
Well, I mean, just read J.K. Rowling's takedown of Hermione.
Oh,
I mean,
yes. Emma Watson.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. This is the show we deserve.
Yeah. Okay. This is a Star Trek I can definitely get behind.
Star Trek.
I'm
Strange
there.
New Books.
I could get in front of it, behind it,
to boldly go where
Looks
no
super
memory
straight to
has
me.
gone before.
Or fucked our 10.
That's right.
I gotta say, Brahma, you look pretty good in a Starfleet uniform.
He does.
He does, actually.
Captain Dr. Probable.
Oh, by the way, I will give him my medical officer costume if he'll wear it.
Oh, baby, that's no hologram. That's all bull.
I thought about getting a
Open up
Monster
and say,
Balloon once.
Wear it at the next meetup.
You
with
should.
the smoking jacket over it.
It's amazing what the replicator can do, though, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
That's right.
I'll bring my. You know what? I'll bring my commander. We can be our own away team.
I could be
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
that's
Patrick
the first thing I
Stewart.
would
So,
do.
are you suggesting Star Trek cosplay at the next meetup?
Why not? I mean, I have perfected the Picard maneuver, so I'm good. Only real fans will get that anyway. All right, there we go.
I'm amazed at how well AI creates that stuff.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at those boobs; they're realistic.
See, it does all this, but then it does this shit.
Yeah, with the stethoscope.
Stethoscope, yeah.
Right.
Right. Well, you know why that's there, though?
Yep.
That's not actually a stethoscope. That's a nipple holder there, so you can put the boob right in here and just examine it.
There's times I find AI to be really funny because there's times where it wants to put nipples on things, so it will do stuff like that. It's like, why are you trying to put nipples on armor? I don't understand. Please stop.
I mean, Batman. So the minute
Batman, yeah, what do you mean?
You fed it that Batman image, like, oh, costumes have nipples. No, they don't.
I'm going to model my
only the
captaincy
coolest
after
ones.
Patrick Stewart, though, and just invite all the ladies to my one-man show.
That's it.
All the single ladies. All the
This is my
single
new
ladies.
tent pole.
All right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's finish watching this trash heap
God, why?
because it's fun torturing
I
the
thought
casino.
we were done.
Bring back the buoys.
Also, the lighting is
Does
so weird.
not let a friend face danger.
The overpowering, crappy
What
music.
the fuck
they
kind
play.
of acting is that?
Such a
wait a
modern
second.
trailer.
Wait
So
a
this
second.
is a Klingon Tellarite hybrid. Thank you
Why
very
was the
much.
Klingon fully
What?
crossing its
What's
legs?
a Tellarite?
Oh, God.
Tellarite, the pig people.
Oh,
Remember from Journey to Babel?
The
Are the
Gamorreans?
Klingons dead in this
No.
timeline?
No, they probably ought to be given.
By the way,
given how they've been treated.
How do you mix the?
Why?
Klingons
not just-
wouldn't. That's the point. That's the whole.
Yes.
That goes
I was
back to
thinking that.
these people don't understand Star Trek at all because Klingons would never do. There have been Klingon hybrids before.
Yes.
I mean, B'Elanna Torres on Voyager is one.
Yeah, and there was the
Ambassador
girlfriend
Kalar.
of
Worf's
Oh,
mate was
yes.
also half human, half Klingon.
right.
Also
But
hot.
it's not normal.
Yeah,
Yes.
also hot. Yes.
Yeah, Susie Plaxton.
Yep.
But that's not normal, and it's not. It's not. It's frowned upon.
Oh, God. Clay. He looks like he looks a little like Culture Casino, but not as
Not
gay.
as gay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can help you with that one. Where did I find it? Where
With
did
him
it?
being gay?
Where is it? Where
Those
is it? Where is it? Where is
Klingorks
it? Where is it?
and
Don't
STD
do
were
it.
Hang on.
nasty
Find it.
Jason.
Yep. Here.
on the previous clip.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Here
Jason.
you go. What?
Is
What?
that the
Klingon in a skirt.
That's him.
That's them. That's the
Oh,
one.
That is
God.
at New York Comic Con at the display of the booth for Star Trek.
Okay, that is not the picture I feared.
Oh my God. Wow.
Was it the one where he was helping you be gay?
No, that's also not.
I have palate cleansers for anybody that wants it, sure. But yeah, this is.
Can I ask you why didn't they hire Sydney Sweeney as one of these officers?
She probably knows better,
She's
Yeah.
in fashion.
Too busy making soap commercials.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make a suggestion before I
So
force
my kid
that.
is standing here looking at this picture, and he's got the weirdest grimace on his face. He's like, "What is that?"
It's
look.
called awful is what it is.
I'm going to make a suggestion before I leave this panel. It's like, keep
Oh,
this-
buddy, you're not leaving until we're done with this trailer, so shut the
God,
fuck up.
please stop.
No.
I've spent my whole life getting away
Pause
from
it.
stuff, letting someone.
I just want it to take longer so we make culture stay.
Much like his
Okay.
outros.
The Starfleet zip hoodie. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, in the 32nd century, right?
Yep.
That's hard.
If I lose control, I can hurt people.
doesn't scare me.
Bet you can't.
Until she starts screaming at him and hurting his ears.
Wait. What?
So now there's meta-humans?
I guess.
Well, there's Meta-Trekians, Trekimedians.
I kind of feel bad for Robert Picardo. He does not look happy here. He's I'm doing this for the paycheck. I need money.
I need the money.
Have you? Okay, remember the guy with the puppets? That's the comedian. He looks like the old man puppet now.
Jeff Carl. Jeff Dunham.
Dunham.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Peanut.
No, Peanut's the
Peanut's the alien, dude.
It's Walter.
Walter.
Well, no, I'm talking about Peanut is one of the puppets, but yes, Walter. Walter's the old
Peanut's the little purple guy. Yeah, he's the famous one.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Walter does double time as a Joe Biden lookalike.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Seriously does. Yeah, he actually did a whole thing where Walter was Biden, and then he had a Trump doll during the election.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look happy, and I've seen him in a lot of stuff, and he's never looked this unhappy before.
He was good in Orville. Did anyone watch that? I just have to throw that out.
Oh yeah, the Orville.
I really liked Orville. Yeah.
Consider though that Robert Picardo is fully immersed in the message.
Oh, he is.
Is he?
He deserves every moment of his suffering.
He does.
I guess so.
Yep.
Which sucks. Yeah.
The first year and a half of what was the name? You just mentioned it.
Orville.
Yeah, the first year and a half, year and 3 episodes of Orville were the greatest Star Trek I've seen. But that was more like Galaxy Quest, and then they just turned it into Star Trek.
Yeah.
McFarlane is also a leftist. Unfortunately, I really like a lot of his work, but like that's the thing. All of these people. I mean, I can't even think of Picard's name. Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart. Thank you.
Patrick Stewart.
How did I not think Patrick Stewart? But like, guys like that, it's like these are all great people, have done such great stuff. Obviously, Family Guy first few seasons was amazing. And then, just downhill because all of this ideology bullshit.
But here's the weird thing, because back in the day, before they introduced the message, the ideology of Star Trek and a lot of these shows were in line with what the reality we're living in now. So it's like they've decided conveniently to forget the characters they were playing, and they misunderstand the message that they were actually telling everybody, or they
don't understand the morality. I think so if I may throw in, like, the big thing with Star Trek is I think it taught me a lot of lessons on morality as a kid. Like I mentioned, I watched Next Generation growing up, and I think good Star Trek will teach you a lesson and ask you a question and not tell you what the answer is. It goes with just off the top of my head, the Data episode. One of my favorite is the Data episode. You're right, is Data human, or
Making of a Man?
Measure of a Man.
Measure of a Man.
Measure of a Man. Yeah, where he has to fight against Data and all that. It's beautiful because again, they never go. And the lesson was Data was a good guy and a human. At the end, it is It ends somber. You're sitting there, and it's again going back to what we were discussing with writing and how they don't understand this kind of stuff.
One of my favorite episodes is the Drumhead, which is like so fucking spot on, like with the whole cancel culture thing. And I mean, it was. There are so many fucking good episodes out of Next Gen. Measure of a Man, like you just brought up. There's the one with Picard and the Cardassians with the 4 lights.
There are 4 lights.
Yeah, that's another fucking good one.
But it's
not to name drop, but I did put a link in the back. I did get a chance to interview Melinda Snodgrass, who wrote The Measure of a Man. That was her first Star Trek episode.
Wow.
And got to her. It was basically launched her career as a writer. Because Star Trek had the open submission policy at one point, where anybody could submit a script, whether you had an agent or not. That's how Ronald Moore got involved.
Okay,
he took a tour of the studio one time, and he had a script in his hand, and it managed to get into somebody's hand, and they looked at it. They don't do that anymore. You had a limited too.
Yeah,
but now nothing.
They had to do it, and again, it's like they went from a no submission policy to an open submission policy to a no submission policy, and it's a conversation that kind of inspired a lot of people, writers, people who were trying to get their material out there, and all of a sudden, it's not an open field anymore. This has been happening across sci-fi for a long time. So that's why you get a lot of garbage out there like Tron, and things like that show up in people's hands and are greenlit because the readers are like handing up garbage because it works with their activism. Most people don't realize that the executives greenlighting these things don't even read coverage. So
they cast the directors. Gary from Neurotic says that all the time. They're casting them, or the writers.
Indeed. And it comes down to following now, which is even worse. Like, okay, I can say the right things to appeal to these 18,000 people, which will give me some clout to, like, do this thing or like apply for this job or any of this other stuff. And at the same time, it doesn't appeal to the larger audience. And that's why, like, when you think about the fact that Tron, which they spent $200 million on, that we know so far, it's going to be tighter than that. That it only earns 33.5 million in domestically in its opening box office and 60.5 million globally. So we are looking at an epic amount of fail that nobody can afford. Like the casting directors are worthless. Think about, like, a casting director died today. She cast the Breakfast Club, right? And she died, and she made more fantastic films than that because of the people she casted. Right. A casting director now just looks down Twitter and says, "Oh, this person
who's popular, who's famous, who will draw butts and seats."
They have, Instagram.
All right, so before I hit play again, Culture, tomorrow's movie night. We need to pick a movie. So
man, put a poll up.
I was gonna say, let's think about movies.
We'll want to put a poll up. Do Showgirls.
Okay, I'm gonna think about movies.
Spooky movies for.
Well, yeah, we can do spooky movies.
No, I don't care about spooky.
Do Nightmare on Elm Street 2, the gay one.
All right, so let's finish this off.
Can we do Halloween 3?
Sure.
Okay.
Put that. We'll put that in the bowl.
Good one. Oh, that's a good. Yeah, that'd be a good.
All right.
Sorry.
I'll owe you something. It is coming with a big red bow just for you.
That's kind of gross.
Is anybody listening?
Man, why does everything have to be a full-on lesson in this place?
Because it's a school, Caleb.
That's so funny, right?
It's time for you to stop telling the story. Be a part of it.
Oh my God, this is so fucking 90210.
Buddy wants this.
I was intrigued when they said Holly Hunter was going to be on this. I see this trailer now, and I think she is completely miscast.
Yeah.
And should not be a part of this.
Well, her and her lisp have always been somewhat entertaining, but it's not going to work in this.
I'm trying to remember what she's been in, to be honest with you.
The Incredibles, broadcast news. She was great in broadcast news.
Oh, that's right, The Incredibles. She played Elastigirl.
Yeah, she's Elastigirl.
And she didn't really use enough of her lisp.
I wonder if that's getting worse as she gets older.
It is. It is.
Definitely.
I don't think I've seen her in anything since Always.
What?
Oh, that's right. She was in that. I forgot.
With Jeff Bridges and John Goodman.
Did somebody put a poll out there?
So Halloween 3, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. What else?
What's another Schwarzenegger movie?
Predator. That's kind of horror-ish.
That's very
Hercules in New York.
Yeah, Hercules in New York.
I will kill you.
And Predator is timely right now because we got that new Goonies poster today.
Oh, by the way, Predator, is going to be hot garbage.
Oh, dude. Okay. What about The Mist as well? Put that on the list because the one that came out like a not the original, the one that has the dude that played the Punisher in it,
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane. No, that movie's fucking great. What are you talking about? The Mist is great, dude. That is a great horror film.
In that trailer, was that the Go-Go's Our Lips Are Sealed that they were using for the music?
I
just super slowed down.
I don't know. I'd have to go
I
back
don't
and listen
know.
to it again.
Please don't.
Okay.
We should watch it again.
Yeah, we'll watch it again.
Let's go again.
We'll just do a live culture reaction as he massages his migraine.
Just one battle after another with you freaking fascists. Oh, wait, sorry.
It's actually one woke thing after another, but yeah. By the way, that is like culturally, that is the worst film they could have ever possibly released in this era. In this
Speak in your microphone so people
Worse than
can hear
Challengers?
culture.
in this month. Okay, let me speak into your microphone.
No, I'm asking you to speak into your microphone, not mine.
Okay. Let me go. Bring this guest guy. He should be a regular on our show. It's
been one goddamn show.
He's been good.
Yeah, who gets
Thank you,
invited
Culture. I
to
appreciate
stay
you,
on
buddy.
the show after one show?
Oh no, Brahma.
Who would we do that to?
Who would we do
Shut
that
the
to?
hell up.
70s
Culture.
is still here.
Culture, I
Or
like how
still
you
here.
matched the red stripe in your shirt to your lip color.
Isn't that nice?
It's very
That's kinda
coordinated.
Like here's the muscles that nobody looks at, but it's fine.
Kind of a green.
Just for the
color.
record, remember everybody, your nipples match the same color as your lips.
So, Culture, are you on your way out?
I gotta go.
Okay, stick around for just a second because I've got some good news that comes out of this. I can
News?
give
Good
you
news?
I
I
can
love
give you
good
some good news from an insider.
All right,
Yes.
let's see some
Okay.
good news.
So, very, very, very quickly, this is not going to last very long. Season 1 of Starfleet Academy was a mess, and they ended up
No
having
shit,
to
I
do-
can tell by
no,
the
wait, hang on.
trailer.
They ended up doing a lot of reshoots, and ended up taking money from the season 2 budget and spending it on season 1 in order to try to fix it so it doesn't suck more. That's one.
You know what they
Two.
should have done? They should have basically just shit canned the show and take the tax write-off.
They should have, but there's contract stuff that factors in. Now, hang on, I'm getting there.
But I'm worried.
No, there is a temporary amount of pain we have to go through, and then Kurtzman is done. So the report is
Said every single
everything
proctologist ever.
they are required right now. Skydance has come in and said you have to be done shooting everything by December. That's why Strange New Worlds has gone straight from season 4 to season 5. They haven't stopped. They've been shooting back to back the seasons because they have to finish. They have to wrap up by December.
Okay. But you do realize you said the words "not suck more."
Right. Well, so
right,
it
but
would
the
suck
point
less.
is they took money from season
They
2,
took money
so they
from
don't
season
have money
2.
left.
They don't have any money left. The only way that they get season 2 is if Secret Hideout shops it around to somebody like a Netflix or an Amazon, because Paramount has the
Netflix isn't
option.
gonna fucking touch it.
Netflix has gotten burned 3 times by Kurtzman on Star Trek
They
alone.
aren't going to do that.
Amazon's not going to touch it. Apple's not going to touch it. So season 2 is probably not going to happen.
It's essentially non-renewed already.
I got told over the weekend Star Trek United has been greenlit.
Oh.
But not officially.
What
Because
is Star Trek United for those of us
that's
who have no
the-
fucking
that's-
clue what you're talking about?
that's the Scott Bakula series.
Okay.
They're bringing
So
Bakula back
they're
as
going to
Jonathan
roll out
Archer
an Enterprise
as the Bakula.
follow-up.
It's an Enterprise spinoff,
Yeah.
and it is Jonathan Archer as president of the Federation.
That makes sense.
And the goal is, from what I've been told from Skydance's perspective, is this is the olive branch to try to get fans to kind of take a look at Star Trek again. This is sort of like DC Comics where they did Rebirth, and Jeff Johns wrote that whole issue basically saying, "Yeah, we screwed up."
Yep.
Star Trek United is going to
Yeah.
be the beginning of that peace
Okay, but-
offering to disgruntled fans.
You know how they
Kurtzman's
fix it is they go, you know what, guys, all the shit we put out over the last what
decade,
that comes after
6, 8
United.
years.
United.
Sorry, guys, we fucked up. It's not canon. We're erasing it.
United is the first step in decanonizing all of Kurtzman Trek. That's what I've been told.
You know what? Star Wars needs to do the same thing. But I'm going to say it again. Somebody needs to bring this guy on more often because, he has a great voice. He has good ideas, and we're out of all those things.
Culture. You're nicer to me than my parents. I appreciate you.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
It's just because he
All right.
fancies
Old
you.
enough to be your
I mean,
parents.
I've never met them, but
Nipple Lips
true.
Casino has to go. So
Nipple Lips. Oh, I love you too. Okay, look, I have a YouTube channel. It's this thing, Culture Casino. I also do like, relationship stuff on Campione Reacts. But most importantly, I have an amazing new podcast. It's called Thank You for Your Attention to This Matter. And you should be following it
longer.
I tried, but it's the podcast. I didn't even say that part.
Well, it used to be originally it was supposed to be called I Really Love Butt Plugs, the podcast, but
okay.
Apparently that just didn't play well.
That's also true. But I'm very much looking forward to Tuesdays and Thursdays for now. Eventually it's going to be 5 days a week, and it's going to promote Brahmable, who does a Sunday show. And that way he doesn't attack me because, I'm doing better political coverage than he does. But anyway, do check out the podcast.
Culture's funny sometimes. He's got jokes.
I do.
He's got yokes.
I got yokes. But what I also have is a deep appreciation for my friends and the people who I recognize made this all possible. So do check out the channel, specifically tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Apparently, I'm not going to not stream all day tomorrow. It's going to be streaming from the time I get up, apparently. So you got 6 Minute Daily, that Park Place Live for Morning Magic. Then you have the WDW Pro Show. And then after that, it's T3PO, which I fortunately am not on tomorrow, which means I can actually prep. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So if you're looking for a full day of entertainment, check out all those shows because I promise you it's a lot of fun. And on that note, let me out the door so you guys can't say I took up all the time.
We call him Nipple Lips Casino because his nipple color matches his lips.
Very well done. Very well done.
It sounds like Harrison. Harold.
I try. All right, we got some super chats we need to get to before we move on to the next.
Just before that, I'm going to follow him out the door. I was going to stay till the end of the show, but after Culture's outro, I've lost the will to live.
Well, we all have.
I won't be nearly as long as him. I did have a show today on the movie Goon. Brahma joined me on that stream. We had a lot of fun. I kept getting interrupted because I was playing such long clips from the movie, and apparently now it's been blocked in Canada, which is weird. This is a Canadian film. Maybe it was all the references to gay people. I don't know.
Could be.
But anyway, it was for those who are not in Canada. You can still watch that stream. And other than that, just check the channel out. Probably be a couple of videos going up this week, and I try to do a short every day and just stuff, like whatever I feel like, because I'm old. So I can only do a little bit every day. Just a tiny, so very, very old. But Ghost Stars still unbeaten. Only team in the Central unbeaten.
I think the Blackhawks are winless. So there you go.
So same as last season then, really.
Same as last season.
Consistency is the key.
That's what we're going for. Yeah.
Anyway, it's been real.
This #1 pick.
See you all again soon.
See you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Later.
Yeah, you too, mate. Good to see you. Hopefully see you again
Brian.
soon. Cheers.
Holy crap, the Blackhawks won. Woo!
Well, it turns out as a professional nipple, you fucked it up. Maybe fuck it up.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Professional nipple
It's your
inspector.
first night on, and you think you get to say something when we're kicking people out?
We'll do it live.
Oh, I'm actually so embarrassed on that.
Dude.
Is there a D after your name, Mr.
Yeah, well,
is
there's
your
two
middle name-
D's in my name. Excuse you.
Is your middle name Kamala? I don't know.
It's close.
Could be.
All
Mr.
right, Jaffo for
Overstep.
$4.99. Does anyone know the name of Culture's queercore name from the 90s? I can't find my old albums. Oh, I already got that one. That's funny.
You read that one.
Yeah, I did. The Dead Man for $4.99 says
Dead
again,
Man.
70s sheep go yo heaven.
Sheep go to heaven.
Yeah, sheeps go. Okay, yeah, sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. That was a Cake song.
I believe.
It was
Cake.
The sheep
But
are going
and
the
again, I was
distance.
reading it as written. So
Yeah, you read it right.
I did.
We're just interpreting for you.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Roland T. Wretched for the big 50. YouTube doesn't like anything I am typing tonight. Really weird and annoying. I wanted to shamelessly promote myself, and I would appreciate the love. And YouTube is having a fit as well as as promoting for movie night tomorrow. Did we pick something to watch? Yes. Right now,
So
Predator's
far,
leading.
Predator. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, that's Roland the Legend, dude. I see Roland in Roland super chats in a lot of open bars and almost every FNT. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Shout out to Roland, dude. You're a legend. I notice you, man.
He's gay as fuck.
He really is.
Do not encourage him.
Yeah.
But the reason why the Tox is so salty is because he's really gay for Tox.
And it's not just YouTube that doesn't like what he writes. We all don't either.
We don't like anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
He thinks it's YouTube that's censoring him. I'm kidding.
Though his Ian Simmons is spot on. That was a great impersonation. So,
all right. So to the Raptor for $2 says email. Sent an email. Yes, you did. I got it. We will definitely pull it up. Pinocchio's Helicopter Tours for $1 says, I would like to nominate the Tox and masculine film Point Break for Tuesday movie night. And
the
make it so.
or the new one?
I think he's talking about the
That's
original.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says Point Break has mass to go along with Halloween. Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
The ex-presidents. Right. Classic. Radioactive for $5. Aren't you guys excited for Kurtzman's Soy Trek, Hogwarts Academy, and Transportery? Okay. Who gets selected?
Transportery. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who gets selected for Kirkendor? Okay.
Yeah, that's a very good mashup.
That is a good mashup.
That was good.
That was very good. Are they gonna have the sorting phaser?
Damn.
This show's gonna be a fucking disaster. Detangled Shadows for $2 says, anyone see the trailer for Deathstalker 2025? No, I have not. Let's go check that out.
See, I made you say it.
Yeah. It's like when
fun.
Jesus Davila shows up. We have to butcher his name too.
And I gotta Davida.
All right. So to the Raptor for another $5. So if you had a ship in Star Trek, which would you take and what loadout would you take? Quantum torpedoes, photon, transphasic, or pulse phasers? Fucking A. I honestly don't know the armament. This past like photon torpedoes and phasers.
You know, if I could put quantum torpedoes on the original Enterprise, I think I'd be happy with that.
Oh God!
I think I would just I would take a shuttlecraft, and for the loadout, I would take Deanna Troi.
I would take a loadout of Star Trek for sure.
Hell yeah!
Shoot it toward the sun.
That's definitely getting a load for sure.
Miranda class, baby. I like those, especially the next generation ones. Of all the ships out there, the Miranda class next generation ships that were about the same size as the Galaxy class were my favorite. And Excelsior was great. But
example of the Miranda?
Reliant was a Miranda.
Yeah,
class.
Reliant
was a Miranda class. Yeah.
Yep.
I actually like the class of starship that the Voyager was. I'm not a fan of the Voyager show, but I actually really like the ship.
I've the older I get and the more I think about it, the less I like next generation era designs because it's too round. The nacelles are round and the ships are round and the saucers are a weird shape. And I was like, it just doesn't work as well for me as I get older and crankier and more curmudgeonly.
I get it. I like both. I would definitely say if I had to pick anything from the original Star Trek, the Enterprise refit. I really like that. That's a great fucking design.
Yeah, that's true. That's
and there's
best.
a reason why Terry Metalis went back to that for the new Enterprise in Picard season 3.
Just a classic look.
It is.
Designed after the heating element in a electric stove.
In reality, Tox's favorite ship is any of them that dock together. The
That's right.
and the regulars.
And Star Trek 2, when you came in and docked backwards, it was all of that. And Star Trek, the first motion picture, they docked. Yeah, it was all good. Mm-hmm.
Tox loves docking.
Do you ever play?
It's not gay if it's a three-way, Brahma. Let's just say
Starfleet Battles, like the video game Starfleet Battles, not the miniature battle game. Game.
I've seen it, not yet though.
One thing I always liked is that you could actually create suicide shuttles. What you do is you pack them full of explosives and send them to the other ship. Yeah. Yeah, those were fucking awesome. They would cause a lot of damage. I love playing that game.
Yeah, I'm one of those players who destroys everything just to make everyone angry. Like, I might lose, but so will you.
Oh, so you're the chaos agent, huh?
Exactly
I might lose, but I'm taking your ass with me.
Exactly.
I can kind of respect that.
I appreciate it.
Because I get to the point too. It's like, if I gotta lose, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna lose big.
Yeah, exactly.
You motherfuckers out with me.
Right.
But yeah, I always thought the suicide shuttles were pretty fucking cool.
I love that concept. They did that in Orville, actually, where they had I don't know if you guys saw that, but they had in a shuttle, they sent it over, and there was a time machine basically, and they used a seed and grew it into a tree inside of a ship. It just sort of explodes in the ship like a giant tree. And I do love that concept of just the, like, I guess, trickery, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we talked about Star Trek feelings, the male gaze. Okay, let's talk about your favorite topic. Bari Weiss. We talked about how she got hired. She started the Free Press to a certain degree. I guess some spurging alone. I do have some respect for her for what she did with the Twitter files, because she was very much involved with the Twitter files, exposing a lot of the government corruption that was happening, where they were basically influencing Twitter. Of course, we find out what happened with YouTube recently, along with Facebook. But yeah, so she started the Free Press, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to Bari Weiss past the Twitter files. I do know that she was a former journalist at the New York Times, and she left because she's like, fuck this place. It's awful. It's illiberal. And now she's getting a lot of criticism from not just, there's the Joe Rogan thing. I know I have not seen the interview. I have to go check it out. You kind of brought it up before we went live. And now you have people like John Oliver and all these people freaking out about her being put in this position. So, Freddie, if you wanted to go ahead and take it away, talk about Bari Weiss.
Yeah, and I would like to just put out there that I don't inherently, someone like her, I don't hate her forever and think she can never do any good. I really appreciate what you said there. She's definitely done good. There's plenty of people that I disagree with. I think they've said stupid things, done stupid things, as have everyone in the chat and on here, right? We've all done and said things that made us look like an idiot, like I just did at the outro. And I'll never get over that. You saw my face went red. But what she basically had done was during the election with Joe Rogan, it was who is the woman? I can't think. Tulsi Gabbard. So she was saying about Tulsi Gabbard. She goes, "Oh, Tulsi Gabbard's an Assad toady." And then Joe Rogan goes, "Oh, what do you mean?" Because Tulsi's a friend of Joe's, and she's like, "Well, she's like a toady for us." And he goes, "What's a toady?" And and she goes, "Well, I think I'm using it right." And he's like, "Well, okay, but what does it mean?" And she goes, "Well, Jamie, can you look up the word toady?" Yeah, yes, yeah. And we all know from like 80s films. I thought everyone, even I know what a toady is. I figured anyone like our age would know it from 80s movies, but she couldn't even define it. That was the funny thing. She even said, "Well, I heard people say that." So she even admitted in that interview.
So Joe Rogan pulled an El Guapo on her.
Yeah, basically.
I would hate to. Do you know what the plethora is?
Yeah, exactly.
I would hate for you to tell me I have a plethora if you do not know what a plethora is.
That was my main problem with her, is just and there's a couple of other things that I can't necessarily remember. I don't have the brain space, but she is a very, from what I've seen, very left-leaning individual, willing to espouse beliefs because people she agrees with on other things told her to agree with this. Therefore, she just says what they say. So that's kind of what she's been caught doing. But I do think that, I'm interested to see as we jump into this article where it goes. And like you said, I think it's very fair to say good on her for what she did with the Twitter files. Absolutely. Yep. Again, I am not about politics. I don't care what you are. I care about who you are and what you are doing, I guess, morally and ethically, right? Or if you're just a liar, or if you're being, because like, if you're straight up with me and you have a belief I don't agree with, I respect you more for being honest about that belief than I do about you being sneaky, trying to, get that belief, but also, well, I don't believe this, but you should vote for Kamala Harris. Not that I'm going to, but you should, that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
She also swore she would never go back into the mainstream media.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. That's why you don't make big promises like that.
I think, I agree with not basically going with something like definites like that, because, okay, all right. I was kind of taken aback by it. It's like, wow, it's like, what the fuck? So, but at the same time, if she can actually do some good and try and, get things back to where, I'm not gonna say where it used to be. It's like, was it really ever there to begin with? But
that's a great question.
I think part of it too is that, she left the New York Times back in 2020. I almost said 2020, because of how illiberal it is, right? Just
publicly called out the editorial staff and said, right, you guys are spending way too much time worried about what these 12 angry children on Twitter think.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if we can get back to where journalists are reporting the facts and not being commentators, because that's part of the issue too. I don't have a problem with people doing commentary in I'm not gonna say in the news space, but not so much in the newsroom, but as long as it's clearly defined as opinion.
Thank you.
I don't have an issue
everything
with it.
that we do.
Yes. Yeah. There are opinion pieces and there are articles. Sorry, right. I just had to say, because people don't.
You're absolutely correct. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
So speaking as a Gen Xer, when I was in junior high, we did book reports. And then my sister was behind me a year. And when she was coming up through junior high, they started this thing called journaling.
Right.
And it was not the same thing. You get to write down how you feel about certain things. And I think how much of an analogy that is, the older I get, the difference between reporters and journalists. And I think your journalists are the ones who have taken it upon themselves, and they got it in their head somehow at some point that they're crusaders. We're going to change the world, right?
Right.
Instead of just report. Just tell me who, what, when, where, how, all of those.
Who, what, when, where, and why.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. And don't tell me what to think. Don't tell me what I would need to feel about this. Just give me the facts as you know them, as you're able to ascertain what the facts are, and give me two different credible sources when you do that. Otherwise, it's rumor and hearsay. And then let the chips fall where they may. And right, left, red, blue, Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, communist, socialist, libertarian, I don't care. If you're going to report a story that has fact in it, then that's your job. And I think
a lot of the
whole industry has lost sight of that.
Right. The one of the major issues, Jason, is the fact that over the last, I would say, 8 years, this is where I really kind of like noticed it, is that you have opinion pieces being presented as facts rather than opinion. And that's one of the biggest problems that we're seeing right now in media. It is, like I said, I'm fine with things being opinion, but you got to label it as opinion and not as actual journalism or facts or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to get back to. And that's how we have a healthy democracy, is when we are basically just being presented with the facts, right? I'm not going to say the truth because I'm not going to say the truth is subjective, but the truth can be a bit murky sometimes, but you got to present the facts. and not put spin on it, which is what we are typically getting.
Well, and I think
it's
the
like,
other thing is that we're now in a place in this day and age where we've almost kind of come full circle back to the early days of William Randolph Hearst and Joseph Pulitzer and the yellow journalism, where we're going to take this story and we're going to spin it out to our own ends, what our own goals are, and damn the consequences. We're just going to do this story. We're going to tell what we're going to shape the narrative. And yellow journalism comes from the fact they were printed on not white paper, yellow paper. And that's how Hearst and Pulitzer made their fortunes. I think it was Hearst even took claimed responsibility for starting the Spanish-American War, so he could sell papers.
Hearst is and first off, did you not sense the sarcasm when I said democracy? I know it's a representative republic, dude. I say that shit all the time. But I was doing that as a bit.
I'd love to add on top of this, by the way, comics, because you said is in like last 8 years, and I think there's something there. When did, and this is a question to everyone seriously, when is it that testimony became fact? I feel that a lot of these articles that are not opinion pieces, fact pieces goes, well, this person said this, therefore it's a fact. I am now being presented things like on top of that like, oh, well, there was a testimony from this person and this person was in the situation, but because it's always a slanted testimony, right?
Especially when it's an anonymous source.
Yeah. And an anonymous.
Anytime you say anonymous source, I'm out.
Yes.
I am too.
It means not. You know what an anonymous source is?
I made
I always
shit
do
up.
that. It's just like, yeah, it's this. It's what I'm holding right now. It's fucking nothing. It's so crazy to me. I truly cannot comprehend it.
Well, and I make the point whenever I talk is like tonight when I've mentioned I have somebody telling me stuff about what's going on with Star Trek. I have two different sources of information for what's going on inside Star Trek stuff. However, I always make the point that I have no way of verifying or knowing that it is. So I tell everybody, treat it as rumor because I have no idea of the veracity of it. But I'm starting to get information from two different places that corroborate. So I'm kind of leaning toward, the fact that, Paramount's not selling any ads in any of the Star Trek stuff. They're pulling back on all of this stuff. But I still make the point that I can't verify any of it because I haven't been able to vet these sources. I don't know really who they are because everybody's behind a username and an avatar. And so, I grains of salt at the ready, and too many mainstream media outlets don't do that. And they've gone away from this whole two independent, two separate source things in order to actually report something as fact.
And it really has become, we've just lost journalists. I mean, you were making the point to a degree a little bit earlier. A journalist asks the journalism questions and then writes down, what can be garnered from that information.
Right.
Then we've got reporters. Reporters read teleprompters. They report whatever is put in front of them. That's your local news anymore. Except for, maybe they're one investigative team that goes and actually interviews people. And then we've got the opinion people. Like, I mean, say what you will about, say, Fox News, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson never claimed to be anything other than opinion.
Right.
Rachel Maddow, however, claims that she is a journalist. Not the case at all.
No. Well, and Limbaugh and Hannity both are in that same boat. Limbaugh said, "I'm not a reporter. I'm not a journalist. I'm an entertainer."
Right. Entertainer. That's what an opinion reporter is.
Yeah.
And
sure, you're giving out the news, but you're giving your opinion about that news. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Well, and that's back to my point of like, I will treat you as who you present yourself as. And if you want to step outside of that, if you want to present yourself as, oh, I'm all about the facts, but then all you do is give opinions, I won't respect you. If you're someone who says, hey, I am not a factual, I am an entertainer, right? Like you mentioned with Rush, I'm an entertainer. I talk about these things from my opinion. I can fully, even if I don't agree with you, I respect that because at least you're not being a snake. You're telling me to my face what you believe and what you are. That's fine with me.
Yeah. My whole thing, whether it's a story or what we talk about here, I try to be as factual as possible based off the sources I've had access to, right? Because, that's basically how I form my opinion on stuff. And, granted, I can't read everything. So there's definitely times where I miss shit. And I always, pen a comment about, okay, I got this, wrong, if it gets brought to my attention. But yeah, I mean, that's just the reality. It's like, I think even us as commentators, there is a responsibility for us to basically be as factual as possible when it comes to basically talking about stuff that we've based an opinion around, rather than going and making shit up. So, and unfortunately, go ahead.
The real question is Kathleen Kennedy going to keep her job?
Yes.
She's fired tomorrow.
Yeah. She's, I got
Mike
a
Zero
source.
told me.
Yes.
Which is my mouse, and my source
Well,
is telling me that she will be walked out the door tomorrow around 2 p.m.
Become a member of Comic.
Not to beat a dead horse on that one, but this last round of reporting on that, we do at least have confirmation this time of succession discussions. She's actually acknowledged that she's on her way out the door. We just don't have a timetable yet.
I mean,
that's been reported in all of the trades, and that's something that wasn't before.
Yeah,
when Matt Maloney
Jason,
came
you
out
are
and
correct.
said it.
At some point in time in the future, Kathleen Kennedy will leave Star Wars.
But that deadline, that deadline article, that Mike Fleming thing, because when Maloney came out on Puck and said she's out by the end of the year, and there was this mad scramble because all of the trades picked it up. And they would do that unless there was something there. And then there was this mad scramble for Deadline was the only one. And Mike Fleming had this big fawning interview thing that said she's still in place and to try to deflect all of that. I'm 82% sure she's done by the end of the year. She's at least going to be out by the same time Bob Iger leaves.
Right, but my whole thing was it was a joke to show that some of us do try to get the information accurately while giving our opinions, while others will just run with a rumor.
And the funny thing is when she eventually does retire, someone's going to be out there going, see, I was right.
Yeah, it's like any idiot who's sitting there going to report that the rapture is going to happen on October 14th, and if it actually happens, then he's going to be like, I got it right. Nobody else did.
Yeah,
shit to do.
What's going to happen, Brahm, is the rapture is actually be happening on October 18th.
Yeah, well, it's the Julian calendar, guys. No, so it was the 24th, but they read the Julian calendar wrong. You don't understand, guys. Jesus goes by the Julian calendar. So actually it was October 7th and 8th, but the reason it didn't happen then is because the calendar actually was a little bit... I did a video about this. It's crazy. These people... And you know what's sad is these people are actually people who just don't... I don't want to be mean. They just have a tough life. And literally, there was a guy in the comments in the video I made who goes, my coworkers at work are making fun of me. I hope that God comes and takes us because I don't want to go into work and be made fun of anymore. Oh, genuine comment. I found a real Rapture Believers YouTube channel. Wow. That's so sad. I mean, that's the thing. Sad. I don't want to make fun of him. Like I even said, don't harass this guy. But I had to show it to say like, yeah, like it's the what's it? I can't even think of the name for when you believe something and then when something similar to it happens, you're like, see, there it is.
Confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias or manifesting.
Confirmation bias is what I meant.
So Freddie,
my whole joke about the 18th is that's when the No Kings protest.
That's when the No Kings rally is. So they'll think that they actually won if everybody else goes to heaven and they're stuck here.
Freddie, let me ask you this: in all of your calculations for the end of the world, did you also take into account the Mayan calendar differential quotient?
No, dude, guys. And 2012 is actually going to be 2032. Oh my guys,
you got to go do it all over again. New video.
I'll be back, guys. I gotta go. Yeah.
I had so much fun with the fucking Mayan calendar shit back in 2012.
That was so crazy.
None of this stuff is going to happen until the first sign of the apocalypse occurs.
Which is the end of Windows 10.
No,
the other thing is the rapture is not biblical.
The first sign of the apocalypse is John Wick stops falling down those damn stairs.
Oh my
Once
God.
he stops doing that, then
Bro,
we better watch out. Yeah.
Is it like one of the first signs of the apocalypse is Zoran Mondani getting elected as governor or mayor of New York City?
Holy shit. Dude, that scares me, dude. I mean, I have friends who live there. That's the fact that there are normal humans that get up, clothe themselves, feed themselves, have a job, and then vote for that guy. I'm like, you didn't even look into his policies. There was a guy in my comments who's like, actually, I had mentioned him for some reason. They're like, actually, Zoran's got all these good policies. I was like, no, he doesn't.
What
and this
policies?
guy mentioned things. Well, that's the thing. The guy mentioned things that I go, no, Zoran doesn't believe these things. Go look at what he, and the guy just never responded. They're not even looking. Again, it goes back to we're jumping to Bari Weiss. They just parrot what people tell them, and people will lie to them about those policies that he has so that they will vote for him. And it's this weird cycle where no one actually believes anything. So yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Well, I mean, for ages, I've been saying we live in a post-truth world at this point.
Yes, that's a great way. And just to throw it out there, by the way, the rapture is not biblical. The resurrection is. The rapture was made up by a guy in the 1800s.
Yeah, it actually was.
Actually. Yeah, it's not a real. I grew up a Christian. I read the Bible. Like I am no longer a Christian, but I know the doctrine well, and I find it so crazy that there are also a lot of normal Christians who don't realize. Like I had Christians when I said, "Well, the rapture is not biblical." They're like, "Well, you need to read your book," and I go, "Well, you need to read your book if this is your worldview, and I'm telling you about it." So yeah, it's ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah, I remember reading about that a while back. It was some preacher in the 1800s that came up with it, like you mentioned.
Exactly. He just took the rapture and said, but also we're going to get out before the war happens. So during the rapture, there's a war between God and Satan. And he goes, well, the good guys,
the
good ones get to leave.
Yeah, you have the tribulation, you have the post-diluvian.
You've got the pre, mid, and post-tribulation rapture.
Yeah.
People
the
in
1,000
the church.
years and all. There's all sorts of debate on the meaning of that from Revelation. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love that you guys know this. Yeah, awesome. No, I love that. When I talk to people about this, I usually just get yelled at because they're like, "Well, you don't know about anything." I'm like, I'm just telling you what it is. That's just that's what they believe. So yeah. Appreciate that.
No worries. Wow, holy shit! I didn't realize it's 11:21. We're definitely
I've been sitting there waiting on you to shut the hell up so we could go.
Well,
sorry.
Thanks, Talks.
I am the producer. I could just wipe everybody off the show, put myself up there and said, well, good night, and run the credits.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah, but Sabretooth Wrath just send an email, so we got to do that.
Yes, we got to do that. So also, Haywood,
too.
Haywood gifted a membership. Why don't you pull the memes up while I go and get the...
You want to do what?
Do your job, damn it.
Okay.
Do your job, honky.
Whoa, hey, man.
People on this earth that can call me honky, and you're
yeah,
one
excuse you, brother. Using that kind of language here.
Who you calling guy, buddy?
Who you calling buddy, guy? All right, while we're all fucking around trying to find
Palette
stuff.
cleanser.
Palette
cleanser.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
by the way, somebody mentioned Grace Lee Whitney earlier. This is Grace Lee Whitney, Yeoman Rand. She was a dancer. She was a dancer before.
Those are some
and the old
bras.
triangle bras.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perky triangle bra.
There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You never knew what you were going to get with the triangle bras.
That is very true. All right, so Sabretooth Raptor.
Hey, Car Tiger, toxic. Shut the fuck up, comments, man. I might do that as a shirt. STFU comics.
Shut the fuck up. All right.
That's pretty good. I'd buy that.
That's actually, he had some, I think this is the one that we showed last week that he had more detail on too. That's shaping it pretty nicely, my friend.
Yeah, he's really starting to get, there's some really good stuff happening.
Yep.
With what he's doing.
Oh, someone building that, like rigging the animation for that?
Yeah, I don't know what he's
learning.
Yeah, he's learning 3D. Awesome. I don't know if he's using Blender or 3D Studio Max, but
gotcha.
Looks pretty fucking good. He's
That
created
looks
some
great.
pretty dope shit. So
I have a lot of friends who work in animation. That sucks. I mean, it's a lot. I've seen what they go through for just small portions. So yeah, that's a big piece right there.
He gives us different ships every week.
Yeah.
Actually, every show.
Yeah, every show.
That's awesome.
He does a lot of it.
Yep. And like I said, he's created some pretty fucking cool stuff. Very, very nice. Very nice, my friend. Memes talks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. What?
Get
How?
thee
Who?
to
Where?
a memery.
Yes.
Get
just in
thee to-
time
The memory gland.
for Indigenous Peoples Day.
It's the Pharmaho
Oh
tribe.
my god.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty.
That's
pretty truthful.
fucking great.
That's good.
I loved her Twitter announcement today. I've been saying for 2 years that we need a ceasefire in this war. Like she did something.
Shut up.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
isn't it great that Donald Trump was the one who did that? I love that. That all these people so deranged by him that are also like, oh, he'll never do anything good. Now they're going to have to start cheering for the war to start again.
Oh, well.
And they are.
They already
They
are.
already are.
They're protesting the
I believe
entire
that.
deal because Trump did it.
Yep.
Yep.
And when Elon went, electric cars were not cool when Elon sported Trump. After that, it's like, oh, well, his cars are bad now. So crazy.
Oh, and I don't know if you guys saw the guy who apparently caused the rift between Donald and Elon has been fired from the White House staff.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a
Vance
joke? Or
has
is that
been-
real?
No, that's
Vance has been
yeah.
working
Oh,
on
okay.
trying to get that relationship fixed for months.
I like JD Vance. I respect a soldier. I actually think he's pretty stand up.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
Trying to buy a legacy.
I like that.
That's good.
You know when I knew the president was like everything was fake because I was 13 at the time when Obama was first voted in, and then he got the Nobel Peace Prize his first year.
Before he did anything.
That blackpilled me as a kid. Yeah. Well, I was like, wait, he just got elected. He has not done literally anything. And then he gets the Nobel Peace Prize right away.
What did he
that
get?
was a big one.
Black.
This guy's got potential because he's black.
Yeah.
Give him
I mean, basically,
give him the
right?
Nobel Peace Prize.
Mm-hmm.
No,
He
like,
was,
like legit.
he
What,
was
what the fuck
clean.
did he get it for?
No,
Nothing.
literally,
I
but
think
it was.
we're still trying to
They didn't
figure it
even give
out.
a. I've looked into it. Yeah, there is no good answer, man.
It was
It's
the
because
potential
he's a
for
black
him to
president.
to de-escalate the nuclear arsenals.
Yeah, that went well.
Potential for him to do it.
You mean
And
the
yet-
thing that Donald Trump had to do with North Korean stuff? Yeah.
You know how they want to
Yeah.
jail you before you do something with a thought crime?
Yes.
on
So
the
they
left,
gave him
they
a
want
peace
to
prize.
award you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
award
Yeah,
him based on
basically.
something he would
Award
do.
you for something you might do because they live
Well,
in an idealized world rather than reality.
Obviously.
Yeah, David does mention in the chat he did that whole apology tour through the Middle East, and I think the Peace Prize came
Yep.
after that, but I can't remember the timetable.
It was only about 5 months into his presidency, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
right
wonder
away.
if he sucked any dick to get it.
I love this Argenta. Because
Yes,
he's
his
black. Do you
wife's-
need any other reason? Yeah, actually, we
Yeah.
kind of do.
You're right. I'm sorry I asked. I should not have. I need to be
Hey,
an ally.
He's half black, so he's not the first black president.
no, that was Bill
He's the
Clinton.
first mixed. No, he's not even first mixed blood president. So there you go.
Okay.
And talks.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Talks.
He had to
Yeah.
suck his wife's dick to get it.
That's true.
Big old Mike.
Big Mike.
Mikey
Here's a
Obama,
culture-
everyone.
Culture Casino was a hot man on campus until the ladies learned he expected sandwiches on demand. Yeah, that's true. Back in the 1940s,
Yeah.
The chicks
with
that were
British
surrounding me had better boobs.
they definitely did.
Yep.
Leaving without comment.
Culture! Open the door! I'm sorry! You can use peanut butter instead of honey! The tornado's
Oh
getting
my
close!
God.
Open up! Culture!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
let
AI
me
is getting out of
in.
hand.
Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
it is. If yours of progress, Mel Gaze,
Ooh.
text. Oh, no, Phillips is
Culture
straight.
does
Yeah,
love bears.
Yep.
He does. Klingons refer to their ships as birds of prey because they fully understand the fierce warrior soul that inhabits an angry goose. Honka, honka, kapla. There we go.
I
does
see the
look like it.
similarity,
I
man.
see that.
I have seen one with a falcon that looks exactly like a.
Oh my
bird.
god!
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
Peppa Pig jigsaw puzzle.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
Let's
Wow.
do it.
I'd
that
skip
is a good one, man.
Half of the IRS is furloughed. The only question is, how do we make it 100%? Very true.
Yep.
God, I hate
You know,
taxes.
I'm really curious to see what's going to happen because the commissioner of the Social Security Agency has been made chief executive of the IRS or something, and I don't know.
I thought we're
Scott-
switching over to the External Revenue Service.
I think that's
Yeah, something like that.
one of these.
I
days.
thought he put Vicente in a leadership role at the IRS.
Well, I don't know that this is not a confirmation position. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it, but I think the goal is to have both agencies coordinate a little bit better because I know because Mindy works at Social Security. One of the big complaints that they've had is that they don't have access to certain records that would help them facilitate figuring out if they've made an overpayment or somebody owes them something.
Oh,
or
you mean find the scammers?
Yeah,
Or whether somebody's
so
alive
if
or
the
even a
if the
citizen.
IRS and the Social Security
Like the
agency
voter
could
rolls?
talk to each other better,
Yeah.
then they'd figure out some of this stuff. So maybe that's what that is. So I don't know. Sorry,
Who knows?
we're doing memes. Sorry.
No, it's a good point.
My fiance calls this painting a Pansera.
At Panera.
At Panera, Obama having a meal with various stages of Michael Jackson. That's pretty damn funny. And there's Obama.
Yeah.
I have this painting with Bill Cosby and Will Smith still. I got it at a thrift shop.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Hang on. We got to see
We
this.
can't see it well enough.
Yeah, here, hold on.
No. We embiggered you.
You got Will and then Cosby over here. This is before they were both bad.
Oh,
Sorry,
guys
just
fall
thought it was
asleep?
funny, Tommy.
That's funny.
This is before they were both bad.
Just like culture, great on the piano, sucks on the organ. What's funny is he would find this funny.
Yes, he would.
Mm-hmm.
Because he
John's
actually
pretty
has a
based.
sense of humor.
He does. He's pretty based.
Yeah.
When a werewolf tries to attack you, but you have a silver bullet. Oh, yes. Damn.
Oh, my God.
It's inserted rectally, and
Mark the lovely Sherry is safe.
that was good.
Oh.
Thanks, Sherry. It might be plastic, but it still hurt. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
This is actually Comics' penis right there. Let's see here. All right. When you finally agree on couple's costume.
A deer in headlights.
Yep. That's a good one.
Who needs ratchet straps when you have
Dave. I don't know if Dave made it.
Respect.
I don't think he will because that's just going to blow him off. Well, yeah, that's probably Wisconsin. Dave.
Sure wasn't Alabama.
Oh,
Holy
no.
shit.
Oh,
This
no.
Halloween display looks less spiderweb and more like one of the M&M characters went to a Diddy party.
Diddy party. Oh, my.
Oh, my God.
And that's quite a look.
Instead of soak the cracker, it was soak the M&M.
Yep.
That's how you summon child support.
Right.
It's a very nice Ouija board, I have to say.
And it's,
That
it'll
is.
find its way. Once you defeat all the other Karens, this is the final boss.
That actually looks like Jane Fonda with a fro.
It does.
And Jane Fonda would count as one of the original Karens.
She would.
Yes.
And a traitor that should be hung.
Yes.
That's the reason she's a Karen.
Yeah.
Heinz beans. Fart. Okay, got it. All right, there it is.
The ultimate propulsion system.
Now, in some of the other ships, they use Yingling.
Yes,
Could
true.
Yeah.
That's in the experimental culture drive.
Yeah.
That's the weaponized drive.
There we go. It is. That will kick. My God. So bad. Nowadays, a mimic would take the form of an Amazon delivery box sitting on the front porch of an abandoned house.
Yes.
As a D&D fan, I love that.
Yeah,
And
it's
get
fun.
acting more people because it's a larger box. It's very true. Always focus on your target.
Indeed.
I am.
Oh, I'm focusing all right. 2 targets right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, the boob is nature's natural target. 3 concentric circles.
Computer in program. Computer respond. Computer. Yes. That's pretty good. What is one benefit of breast milk? I'm a huge fan of the packaging. What?
I'm a huge fan of the packaging. What?
I'm gonna steal that. What? Yeah. He-Man.
Jarvis, create a female coworker to jerk me a little. I have anxiety. Oh.
Pedro even made it into this stream. He's everywhere.
How my friends play strategy games, how I play strategy games. Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
That's me, baby.
Yeah. This is so me. I just start rolling. That's
Leroy Jenkins.
I have that sounder and I can't play it because y'all won't hear it.
Black Spearings returns. There is male gaze or male gaze. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right. That's funny. That is funny. I am the tallest one, but Black Spearings, fuck you for the Will Wheaton shit. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that one. Today is a good day to do my nails.
James reminded me there is
I would
an
like
episode.
a mani and a pedi.
There is an episode where they introduced those longer dress uniforms on Next Generation. And Worf complained about it. James reminded me, Worf complained about it. I look like I'm in a dress.
Yeah.
And Riker gave him a hard time about it. I had forgotten about that episode.
Captain, I am not a queer.
I must protest. I am not a married man.
I am not a married man.
Yep.
It is kind of funny how those things aren't normal, but now they like everything has to be normal. Yeah, just throwing that out there. Like it's funny because they're like, well, everything's normal, then nothing is normal. Yeah. So I just have to throw it out there.
Well, it definitely worked for Jaguar.
No,
right.
Dude, they're killing it. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't think different, think queer.
Yeah,
that worked out great.
Why are you talking about our backstage production meetings? You always say that.
Well, I mean,
true.
Sure fits, I guess.
Something fits.
And when the cosmic surfboard of destiny collides with the multiversal mustache of justice, bam! The whole universe gets a makeover.
I'd never say half the crap
hey,
this
it's what
thing
the
does.
algorithm thinks you'd say. And when
I'd never say half the crap. That's true.
By the way, disgrace. That AI thing was a disgrace. I'm sure you guys
absolute abomination.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Monday Meltdown in Memphis with Hakeem and Talk singing Elvis ballads to each other. Very true. There's Talk to Man Flu's Elvis.
That looks like
and
Quentin
Hakeem
Tarantino.
Jeffries.
He's missing his sombrero and mustache.
Yes, he is.
Well, my prediction did not become true. Look at the
doggo.
puppies. There we go.
Puppies.
Oh, that one's got a shock collar.
That is a cat that has torn everything up.
I was just gonna say that cat has a look in its eye.
Oh my god!
That is my cat drinking my
Dude,
beer.
why do cats? I was gonna say, why do cats love getting into the fridge? Does anyone else with cats have that issue?
No, I've never had a cat try to get into a fridge.
Mine always do. Mine loved it. Like they love the cold. I don't know what it is.
My first wife's mother did sheet cakes, did decorating for weddings and stuff, and so she'd build these massive wedding cakes, and she would do these the each layer and then store them in it. She had an industrial freezer in the house, and one day she's doing cakes and she's got all this stuff and she's doing, and then she can't find the cat, and she went to go put something in the freezer and the cat went burst out of the freezer. He'd been in there for 2 or 3 hours.
Oh my God, that poor cat! I'm surprised he's still
I would never
alive.
do that.
Long-haired cat, and his hair was just standing straight out all the way around. He was so upset with her. It was a total accident. She didn't know he got in there.
Yeah,
I'm
his
shocked
name
he
was
actually got in there,
Dumbass.
but
Yeah.
This
That's
is my cat,
crazy.
Dumas.
Oh, is that really your cat?
No, that's not.
Oh, okay.
Somebody, that is
Oh,
probably
you said
People's
Dumas.
cat.
That's a joke. I got
And
you.
we'll just look at this again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, no complaints.
There's no
It's AI
redhead.
generated. I know.
Step-
it.
except for the
there needs to
stethoscope
be a
getting
redhead.
fucked up.
It does need a green-eyed redhead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, all the green-eyed redheads were killed on away missions.
Fine. Then I'll
So-
take a green-haired Japanese woman. Green-eyed, not green-haired.
Hey, well, green hair works too.
No, we're staying away from the green and blue hairs.
Yeah, but you know what happens with a green-eyed Asian girl? You know the prophecy there. You know.
Yeah.
From
No,
I know what happens. I'm willing to take that risk.
I am really not a big fan of any of this crap that you guys like. So, what? Huh?
Nothing.
Is that supposed to be Tox as the male fish and Comics as the female fish, and those are the kids?
So Bell says
I
that
have no
Toxic Man
fucking
Fluke
clue.
developed a new line of T-shirts to show Comics how much he cares.
Why can't two male
Okay.
fish have baby fish?
Because they don't have the
Biology,
right parts.
you dumb bitch.
All right, yeah, just fucking. Sorry, my bad, guys.
I still can remember the first time I met Nick. He had me try flavor number 14, Toxis testicular truffles. Tasted like ass, but we still had a great time. Ooh yeah! Ooh yeah!
I gotta show that to Nick.
Oh my God.
Oh, this AI is getting out of hand.
Bullseye is ready.
It must stop.
Sneezing fit. All right, let's see what this one is.
Hi, Billy Mays here with the Comics Division's leg extenders, the robotic boots that give you a lift whenever you need it. With 3 adjustable levels, you can rise up to grab what used to be out of reach in the kitchen. Hi, Billy Mays here with the Comics Division.
Yep, that's new.
That one may need to go to FNT.
That one may need to go. I may be sending that to.
Well, and I like the callback to hitting the top shelf from a couple, 2-3 weeks
On
ago.
the grocery store?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the glib gives you wings.
Yes.
Dr. Glib.
Dr. Glib.
Don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room. I don't get it. Doom. Oh, okay. Now
It's
it
Doom, but
It says room.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leg extenders, the robotic boots that give you a lift whenever you need it. With 3 adjustable levels, you can rise up to grab what used to be out of reach in the kitchen. Hi.
Is it a
You
Dr.
sound
Glib can in his hand? Do we have that much detail? That would have been.
Well,
extra.
Excuse me. Sorry.
pretty sure when he created the meme, it had the Dr. Glib can.
Whines about getting screwed by the white man literally gets screwed by a white man.
Hey,
I don't
Don
know.
Lemon's
Do we know who-
parents were slaves. Don't make fun of him. That's what he said.
I mean, Don Lemon cries enough that he may be a top.
Could.
I don't believe that.
No, I don't either.
Culture? Okay.
Oh God.
That was that.
This is me when they answer the door. Missionary, have you found Jesus? Me. What the fuck? You lost him again?
Classic. That's a classic over here in the South.
That's me. Only cans. WD Ford.
Okay. I respect that.
It's beginning. Oh yeah, this was funny. At dusk, 50 people went to San Francisco's longest dead-end street and ordered a Waymo at the same time.
Oh my God.
And they all got stuck. Yes,
Oh my
they didn't know where to
God.
go. One-way dead-end street. All right,
That's
that's it.
so crazy.
That's fucking hilarious.
Did any of you guys accidentally see the naked bike ride through Portland last night?
I
Twitter?
saw the naked
No.
dead die-in that they did, but that was it.
It was.
I
it
saw
was
it in
gross.
Philly when I lived there. It's disgusting.
It
It's
was
all the
so
grossest
gross.
people. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
there's no hot girls. Let's just be clear.
Oh, have you been in Portland? There's no hot girls there.
I just mean any of them. They do the
That's why
naked
they're
bike
so
rides
angry
in
all
big
the time.
cities. So like I lived in Philadelphia, they did that. Like New York, I think still does that. It's just it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's all the people who feel the need to like, you know.
Fight the patriarchy with my
Yep.
saggy tits.
Exactly. Yep.
I think we
And
have
that's
to bring
for
up
men.
Terminus S chat.
Oh,
Don Lemon could become HIV positive, and then we could call him Lemonade.
Fuck it, eh? Speaking of Terminus, Terminus S for $2 says Obama did nothing to win it. It might as well have been given to Big Mike, and it would have been the no ball peace prize.
Oh my
No
God.
ball piece, but that's funny.
That's right.
Who was the one that had no balls?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Obama.
Is it Obama or Big Mike? Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way they bitch about everything, I think they've both been castrated. But
Yeah, well,
Probably.
yeah.
Did you see that post that was going around the other day trying to compare young Hillary Clinton to Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
yes,
No.
No. Oh
No.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
but also they did not do a waist up comparison, just a neck up comparison.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's
And
also
just
always had
because-
that hideous scowl. She's always had that look of just.
No, in this
You
one
know,
she's
when
smiling.
she-
She's doing
yeah,
that
she's-
pose that girls do, where they're looking up slightly to the side.
Like that.
Oh yeah. I still think, I don't know. I guess maybe I've seen so much that I know it's fake. You know, when you see it and you're just like, I know you're not smiling. Like, this is not a human. I truly, maybe I'm being rude, but I feel like Hillary Clinton is almost inhumanly just fake, like an android. You know, not literally. I'm not being like but like, you know.
Oh no,
like,
she's an android, all right.
Right. Yeah. But like, I'm not trying to be like, I actually believe in robots like that. But
Right.
yeah, she's like got no empathy.
But she did have the greatest tweet in history. Happy birthday to this future president.
Ah!
She said that
Greatest
about
tweet
herself.
in history. Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Dude,
her tweet
yeah.
about herself.
I just wanted to clarify that in case anyone didn't realize, like,
Yeah, that was like the best self-own in fucking history.
I mean, holy fuck,
my wife
dude.
knows how much I fucking hate Hillary Clinton, and she gave me this Hillary Clinton president birthday card once. It was pretty funny. I laughed. Or maybe it was a Halloween one. Maybe it was for our anniversary. But it was funny. I wish I could remember what it said, but it's like the scariest thing that you'll experience in your lifetime. And it opens up. It says Hillary Clinton as president.
Did I show you guys the card that my wife got me for my birthday this year?
No.
I don't think I did because we canceled the show that night. It might play on the mic. Hopefully it does.
Earlier this week, I understand you marked another important milestone. I know everyone here joins me in wishing you a very happy birthday. Happy birthday.
That's fucking great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to play that not very often so that the battery will last so that I can have it for a long time.
That's
awesome, man.
All
My
right,
wife
guys.
knows me.
It's time to get out of here, and we'll start with Jason.
Okay. Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Freddie, good to have you on the show. Welcome to the chaos. Tomorrow, speaking of chaos, we are going to be looking at all of the news coming out of New York Comic Con. I took a break today because 900 was Saturday, and we went almost 6 hours. I'm tired. But 901 tomorrow, we're on the road to 1,000 episodes, probably in March. And we're probably also going to look at this Forbes article that dropped today from Caroline Reed. She's at it again. Cost of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker approaches $600 million.
Are you fucking serious?
Dropped today.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So we'll be looking at that tomorrow too, plus the New York Comic Con. And I don't know if we'll have any Sydney Sweeney news or not, but you never know. Anyway, thanks for having me.
I'll certainly be there, and so should everyone in the chat.
Hi.
Tomorrow I'll be on Mad's channel. Wednesday we've got a Christian panel with Carrie Smith. Thursday I'm back here. Friday Ascend and Art. Saturday, no bourbon and boarding this week because we're going to every other week on that. And then Sunday, we got the bullpen. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you, sir. And I love how Freddy's cat is cleaning himself or herself in the background.
By the way,
Catmantha Jones, everyone.
I may have been dealing with the audio issues at the beginning. We got that it's Freddy, but did we ever get the channel name so that people can actually go there?
Appreciate that. Freddie Colton, my last name, Colton. So
Okay.
Freddie with an IE, unlike Friday Night at Freddy's or Five Nights at Freddy's, which is coming out on my birthday. That sucks. The Five Nights at Freddy's name has ruined my life. Yeah, that was actually, yeah, you had no idea. But yeah, thank you guys very much for having me on. This has been awesome as Catmantha in the background for me.
Cats have perfect timing, don't they?
They really do.
Unlike Hassan, I'm not going to yell at her for doing what an animal does. I'm just going to let her hang there. But
You're
guys,
not going to activate the shock collar?
Yeah, right. Yeah, but no, guys, seriously, thank you so much for having me. It's been really great. I subscribe to all of you. I actually watch. I think this has been really amazing, and it's been a lot of fun. As the perspective of someone who watches this and getting to now be a part of this madness, it's crazy. So thank you guys.
No, you're welcome. We'll definitely have to get you back on again.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah,
I have no idea how that feels.
Yeah, and please check me out for more commentary like this. Like I said, I try to do, I try to be funny, I try to be interesting, and that's what I do. I post most every day, and yeah,
You're
I hope
definitely an
you'll be back
overachiever
on.
for this group.
Fair enough.
You're not funny or interesting.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. And speaking of not funny or interesting, my producer, Toxic Man Flu.
Yeah, that's right. I did not get any work done on the new intro, so I'm very sorry. Didn't do any.
No, but you did a great job getting a bunch of topics for tonight. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
did
so
do
much, sir.
some of that. No, I spent Sunday. We went apple picking with granddaughter and spent some time with family and that was really good before it gets too cold around here. So comics will put another couple of videos in the can, and when he makes videos, the channel grows. And yeah, Operation Morning Wood. Let's do it.
Indeed.
And then Culture has tons of shows. Go watch his stuff. So he'll shut up, leave us alone about bugging us to do that. And let's see, we'll come back Thursday, and then Dick will be on Friday Night Tights. So.
Did you say Dick will be on Friday Night Tights?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ian.
Yes.
Ian will be on Friday Night Tights. Very sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. He's
Sure.
sorry.
Follow me on Twitter or whatever. I don't care. I don't publish anything. Just come on here and piss people
Hell
off.
yeah.
He comes on here to tell you about
Good
the
sales
Japanese
pitch.
Empire, Indian heritage, and how much he hates the church.
All religions suck balls. All of them.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, thank you, Freddie, for being interested and wanting to jump on. And thanks to Talk for vetting him. So it was a lot of fun.
Vetting.
And
Okay, got it.
vetting.
Yeah.
Vetting. Vetting
He
and
vetted
letting, I
me
suppose.
thoroughly.
I
You did.
learned.
We're gonna have to talk
sure he
about that
did.
off the camera.
I learned early.
All right. Here's some credits. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you Thursday.
Oh, and he's not on stage, so we can talk about him. Guy sucks balls. What?
He can still hear us talks. You just can't say anything.
Buckfutter.
Oh, that's funny.
Fuckity bye.
Now he's there.
Okay.
Oh, is that me? Did you kick me off? Okay.
No. It's that we have to add you to the scene if you haven't been on before.
The rest of us
Gotcha.
are already automatically included on the scene because we're unfortunately
Damn it, Corbin.
expected to be here.
Oh, by the way, Release in the Kraken has a new version of that with the Dr. Glib cans.
Nice.
Did he just post them?
Yeah, he just put it on there.
I like how they put the 3 levels on your boots though, comics, because you go up to that first level and you're right there at dick height, perfect for you. Then the second level gets you to like stove, and the third level gets you to the top shelf.
Seriously hate all of you.
Listen, loving environment.
I never said you were short.
Uh-huh.
I've just gone with jokes.
Yes, I know. So is everybody else.
You're taller than...
Well, okay, that the funny thing, literally, every time I go to a meetup and people meet me, they're like, you're not that short. It's like, yeah, I know, it's a joke.
Yeah, no, it's a joke. Yeah. It is the evil doings of a fine Christian man who donated his time with Haitian people who have AIDS.
And he can fucking burn in hell.
He can burn in hell. The nicest guy we've all met, Drunk 3PO, is the dirtiest bastard.
Yeah, Jay deserves more. He's very funny.
He's a pretty funny guy.
He's a dick.
Hell yeah.
He's a nice dick.
Aren't
He's
we
a
all?
Wonderful, awesome dick. Don't you say
throbbing, veiny dick.
Yeah, that's right.
Throbbing, veiny, pulsating
Cox,
dick.
you gotta stop.
Stunt cock.
I think Cox is drooling, guys.
We need to do Orgasmo.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Night, everybody.
Good night,
Did we
everyone.
already do Orgasmo? No. I thought we already did Orgasmo.
If we did, it was a long, long time ago. I don't think we did.
All right,
I
folks.
don't think you guys did.
Good night, everyone. We will catch you next time.